Hello everybody and welcome back to Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk, right here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, I'm using he and him, and folks, we're back for another episode of the Cragmaw Castle arc. Very soon, we are going to be delving into the depths of Cragmaw Castle, which is going to have a couple of surprises even for veteran runners of Lost Mine of Phandelver. But before we do that, a couple of announcements. But even before that, let's check in with our cast, including Christine. Welcome back.
I'm alive. Yay. I exist. It's great. I am not sleeping 18 hours a day anymore, which is wonderful. It was kind of fun, but also not. But
Fair.
yeah.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I am feeling much better. And I hear I got up to some shenanigans last time.
Mostly just
so
botching.
thank you, Chris, for looking after Ella for me. But yeah, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I play Lady Alessandra Celeste Martine Barraquel, who is our Isamar Paladin.
Fantastic. Over in the corner, we've got Squish and Squish's assistant, Caitlan.
Hello! I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Anthea Briarfoot, Squish's loyal assistant, and the halfling artificer alchemist of the group. And I'm very excited to see where we go tonight, and to remember that Squish is a thing right when it starts.
Well, this is why I keep bringing up Squish. Also, like Squish's icons on the screen, so that should help. Down beneath you, we have the singer supreme, Amy.
Sup, hi, that's me, Amy. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, and I am playing Lyric, the tiefling bard. Why is everyone laughing at me? Oh my goodness.
Sup.
Sup.
What?
That was just so good.
I wasn't expecting it. It just caught me off guard.
Okay.
And also, I just finished an energy drink, so that's the other half.
Oh, good times, good times. Yeah. So
The other half is extreme violence. Right.
Yeah. She, her, they, them. Pronouns for Lyric, basically the exact same.
Perfect. All right. Next to you, we've got someone who needs no introduction.
Okay, hi, bye.
It's Christa.
Hi, I'm Christa. I use she, they, or her, them pronouns, and I am playing Carmilla Alizarin, our Dampier fighter. And I'm excited to be back in the stabby stab.
All right. Also very good at the stabbing, but more the whacking these days. It's Sindri. Well, sorry, it's Chris.
And Sindri. Sindri is also here. Hey,
Whack.
I'm Chris.
Sure, Chris does a lot of whacking.
I've been
Good night,
a whack.
everybody.
Yucky, yuck, yuck, yuck. Tip your waiters. So my name is Chris. I'm playing Sindri, the half-elf, Way of the Ascended Dragon, half-elfin monk. He uses here, him pronouns. I use here, their pronouns, or whatever, respectfully. And happy to be giving Lady Alessandra Barraquel back. And I did not quite roll in your tradition. I did, however, roll in mine and immediately botched the first stealth check as we were running into the castle. So as is tradition, someone immediately fucked up the stealth check. It was me.
Fantastic. All right, folks, we are going to be jumping into game in just a second. A couple of things before we do. Number one, I'm starting game with 10 Hurt the Moors, 6 Something Good Happens, and 3 Drama Bombs. So enjoy. That's going to be fun. And I wish you all the best. With that as well, I can also wish you the best by directing you to our sponsor for the night, Bookwyrm Games. Hey, do you like dice? I know you do. Bookwyrm Games has more than 170. That's 107. Wait, no, 170. I do math. More than 170 different types of dice, from acrylic to resin to liquid core. You can get stone dice, metal dice. You can even get wooden dice, which they sound awesome. I really like that idea. They don't have like the bones of your enemy's dice yet, but hey, they're still growing. Go and check them out, where you can get familiars, you can get tea, including their new spring collection that's coming out soon. It's actually really solid loose tea. So if you've got tea drinkers in your life, check them out. You also, if you are one of those fancy millennials or people with houses, let's be honest, not millennials, but if you're one of those fancy people with a house, they're also making gaming tables where you can have a customized gaming table for a fraction of the price of other gaming table makers. So go check them out, and also check them out later this year when they release their first module book, which is going to be absolutely fantastic because I'm writing for it. So it's going to be wonderful. And also I am in it. So there we go. Oh, should I write myself into it? Maybe. Just randomly, some dude on a pirate ship.
Just do a Stephen King. It's fine.
Just do a Stephen King. We go inside of my head and it's wavy. Well, no, because then I wouldn't own the copyright to myself, which sounds like the most dystopian thing I can think of. Then
It's
again,
2024. Welcome to hell. Flix
I already
Nights.
Thanks
streamed for
all the
Amazon.
subs.
Thank you for all of the subs, buddy. All right. So besides that, folks, we are heading into the end of Act 3. I've got a couple changes that I'm making to make it fun and exciting for you and to give you some closure on some things. Does anybody have any questions before we hop in? Perfect. Boop.
Yet.
I just like waiting for you to start talking, and then I was gonna throw something in there.
All right.
Oh,
Probably-
actually,
pulling the old blog technique, are you?
Blah. This weekend I tormented my my in-person tabletop group. I was trying to like get someone back on task, and then the minute I got them to like focus on the DM, I just poked them in the ribs because I was just like, and then I completely lost the train of thought. So I'm gonna be trying to be really good tonight.
I hope you will be. I hope you will be. It's going to be an action-packed episode. The last thing that I was going to tell everybody is you should come to watch Vampire on Wednesday, and tomorrow, if you're on the Patreon, we are back with the beginning of season 4, year 4, that is, of Strixhaven: A Curriculum of Chaos. And this is where Christa actually gets to like kind of go a little bit off script to make it interesting because year 4
Was I supposed to be on script before this?
A little more. I don't know.
Also, thank you for all the subs.
Thank you for all the subs. Welcome back, Sheldon. I put you back in the credits too, buddy. So
But yes,
thank-
Strixhaven, excite. I have plans, and I was plotting things today, and I'm excited.
It's going to be great. And of course, if you didn't already know, when Strixhaven ends, we're all going to hell, or at least a good portion of us are going to. Well, I mean, let's be fair. Most of the people on Dork Tales are going to go to hell. But hey, come hang out with us. We'll bring dice. But we're going to run Descent into Avernus and see what happened before Baldur's Gate 3. Join us. I'm gonna be a horny boy. I mean a tiefling.
How's that
don't
different
click.
from normal?
I don't know. Somebody clip that. Yep. Somebody clip that. All right, cool. Okay, so without further ado, I think it is time for us to hop into Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, here on Dork Tales. Oh, yes, actually, thank you very much, Second Gen Gamer. I haven't posted it publicly, but I also have finally set up a throne. Not like a big chair, but a way so that if you want to donate to the channel, but you don't like giving monetary things, this is a way for you to buy tech that we need or other things like that. Robin has asked me to put one of her wigs on there. So that one, you have to actually give the money for it, but then we'll spend it on the wig. But it's a complicated thing.
And one little retcon to game. So the last one I was in, you were all like, yo, somebody in the village could hook you up with like clothes that aren't your brother's hand-me-downs. And I did actually get stuff for that. So I did have a costume change. I just wasn't here last game to show it off. But Ellasandra totally was wearing something different last time.
ooh, it looks good.
Right? It's like actually kind of velvety suede. It's like, oh,
Nice.
fancy. This didn't show up in the picture when I bought it, but this is awesome.
All right, so without further ado, it's time to jump into Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, here on Dork Tales. Last time on Phandelver and Below, you made it to Cragmaw Castle. After unsuccessfully attempting to scout the place and infiltrate with stealth, you raised a general alarm in the Western Wing and had to fight off no end of goblins and hobgoblins. After reacquiring the advantage and defeating them, you managed to learn that the leader was located in the northeastern tower of one of the 7 towers of Cragmaw Castle. Progressing onward, you all shared a drink from a cask that you found, drinking down some nice fortified beverage. I believe that was it wasn't bourbon, it was a nice brandy. Everyone who drank that regained a temporary hit point. So if you did not lose that in the fight that came afterwards, you still have that hit point. Sindri also found a very nice staff that he has started using as a monk weapon. And in the next room, you encountered a number of religious goblins, laid waste to them, and then immediately afterwards were targeted for devouring by a grick, a strange parrot, or as I believe Lyric said, it's like a squid fucked a parrot, or it's like a worm fucked a parrot, I believe is what you said.
No, I said, did an octopus fuck a parrot?
There we go. Something fucked a parrot. All right. And from there, you looked at the old church, gathered your strength, and Lady Alessandra ended the game by saying, "All right, are we ready to go?" Which is where we're going to be kicking back off. And with that, let's switch over to our maps, which are discombobulated. 1 second. I don't know why they're all up in the corner like that. Give me 1 sec. Pew. Doop. Is that the right one? That's the right one. There we go. Okay. You find yourselves inside of the ancient temple. It's ruined. The sculptures of the gods that gaze down on you are cracked and broken, parts of their features eroded away by time. As you look around, though, most of you can make out the face of Lathander, of Ogham, of others. They shine down on you here. An ancient reminder of what Cragmaw Castle once was. Not too long to go, but who knows what is in store for you. What do you do?
I think Carmilla might cautiously try the door to the east.
Okay. Trying the door to the east, you are going to open it to a fairly ruinous corridor. There, you will find yourself at the lower part of a ruined tower. It blows in the breeze, a heavy curtain immediately to the north. Here, there is quite a bit of destroyed and collapsed tower and castle. There's another curtain bisecting to the south, and directly ahead of you, further to the east, you will see that there is a door.
Carmilla will check behind her and make sure that everyone's at least close by. And then sort of nod to the door and make her way over to listen.
I think
good.
Alessandra will try and kind of match you so that she's up front.
Sure.
All right. Can you both make me a stealth roll, please, with advantage?
Ooh, with advantage.
Well, that means you're probably rolling flat.
Oh, right, because I have disadvantage, right? I forgot I wear armor now.
Yeah, it's nice to actually wear armor, right?
Oh, that's a 19 plus my dex.
19. Okay.
So that's 21.
Okay.
That's a 17 plus nothing.
Okay, so learning from your previous mistakes, Alessandra, you are going to lean into this new armor, having a better sense of it than you did before. And the two of you are going to be able to head forward to the next door. Can you make me a perception roll, each of you?
I will certainly try.
Okay.
Not very good. That's an 8.
Okay. You can hear nothing on the other side. The door is ancient and thick. And Alessandra.
15.
15. On the other side, you can just barely hear the shifting of armor as someone adjusts themselves. If you'd like, you can make me an intelligence roll.
Yes, please. I'm not very smart, but hopefully I'll roll well. So I just add my int mod.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Dirty 20. She's
All
having
right.
a flash of brilliance.
Listening, you listen to the exact sound of the armor adjusting. Now, all metal makes a different noise. Leather creaking, the studs of studded leather bumping against each other, scale mail, plate mail, all of it has a distinct sound. And this has a sound that reminds you distinctly of what the hobgoblins in the front area were wearing.
Could you tell how many does it sound like?
Not
So
with the
just like
perception roll
one?
that you made. You
Okay.
definitely hear at least one person. Maybe two.
She'll kind of motion to and kind of hand signal one, maybe two type thing, and kind of mouth kobold,
Kobold?
not the others. That's what you
Hobgoblin.
said, wasn't it?
I said hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin, sorry.
You can mouth kobold all you want, though.
Nope.
Roll a perception, and those of us that don't
was-
roll well heard kobold.
I was trying to set my prepared spells to what I told Chris they were last time.
That sounds great. You know what? I'm a dick. I'm gonna spend a drama bomb. Everybody who's listening, make me
No.
a perception roll.
I didn't actually say it. I was mouthing it.
Yeah, I know, but I want to see if they actually hear what you said, or if they actually figure it out.
Well, I got a 7. Oh, perception.
Perception.
Anyone
12.
who's doing what we're doing this?
So anybody who's like looking at Alessandra,
15.
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We're
you
ready.
hear. Okay. So you're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, that's like at least a 16.
Okay. But all of you are going. You're like, hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
But for a second there, you were thinking kobold for some reason. You're like, what? I have so many hurt the mores. I have to spend them on something. I can make fun of you now, or I can break your skull in a few minutes.
Make your fun.
Okay. All right.
I prefer that so I can wreck other stuff and not be wrecked myself.
There
Fair.
you go.
You're gonna wreck it. All right. So what are we doing?
Are we going in?
Sorry, we're
Or do
making
we-
jokes. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready? Lyric, and Anthea, we will open the door, and you shoot in as a first volley. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Ella is going to indicate to Carmilla, why don't we swap places and you go back one square so that they have to pass me to get to you, and if they don't see me.
100%. We will do a little dance.
She's gonna try and get the best out of her tunnel fighter as possible.
All right.
Actually,
I think
can
if
I
you go-
stand in this pile of rubble?
Yeah.
To the south here.
You can. It's
you just
rough
need to go
terrain.
back
Okay.
one
but
more
yes.
spot, so they have to go out of my range potentially.
Oh, okay, here by this door.
It might still not work because they would be within opportunity, but we'll try.
I guess they can technically, for rules purposes, these guys can shoot through me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless
I'll
they block,
duck.
then they're gonna shoot me in the ass.
All right. Yeah, I'm ducking. Oh, that's a great initiative, but it works perfectly.
Okay,
with,
everybody roll me initiative, please.
+2.
All right.
That's a
So,
7.
looking at the chart here, I've got some great initiatives, guys. I've got beautiful. I've got Sindri with a 24. I have Ella with a 20. I have looking down at my God, I'm not going to get a turn at all. I have Lyric with a 18. Then I have now it gets easy. Then I have somebody and then I have somebody, and then I have Anthea, and then I have somebody. I actually wrote somebody that time. And then I have Carmilla, and then I have somebody that might be Carmilla, actually. All right, so with that ready, what do you do?
I guess, Alessandra, are you going to open the door?
She's gonna mime knocking and kind of see if they open
Absolutely.
the door.
Okay, so you're gonna knock?
That's hysterical. Yeah,
If she gets approval from everybody else, she's miming it. And just kind of,
That wouldn't be
Krista
surprising,
thinks this
though.
is the best thing ever, so whatever
that's
you
pretty
guys
funny.
want to do.
because they might still be surprised by opening it and going, what the hell? I don't know.
Sorry, I cut you off,
I'm too
Caitlan.
far away. I don't know.
You know what? If you're gonna knock, make me a deception roll.
Do that knowing knock. Do.
To
Or
shave
whatever
an-
it is.
To shave and a haircut.
Shaving a haircut.
That is 17. Deception's based on charisma.
You're gonna hear on the other side of the door as you go,
What is it? We're not to be disturbed while we're on guard duty. You sodding goblins. I can't wait until this is done.
the door opens.
Can I
and
be
a
trying to hide so that they will look straight ahead and not see me?
You can make me a stealth roll with disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay.
The door is going to begin to open. And a hobgoblin, a leonine face, a scar over one of his eyes is going to look out
15.
and
Where are you, stupid little...
Briark!
You surrender?
he says, and let's drop into initiative right now. All right, initiative
Oh my
time,
God.
Sindri. You're up.
Oh, but do Lyric and Anthea get surprise rounds because they were waiting for the door to open to shoot?
So we go into initiative phase at this point with you all having a surprise round.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic.
So
Can I-
so it's Sindri and Ella, then Lyric, and then all the hobs missed their turn because I couldn't roll above any of your stuff. So Sindri, you have first up. What do you do?
Can I hold until after Lyric or Anthea? Actually, you know
Sure.
what? I really do want to just like go and beat the shit out of these goblins.
Run in, zap, run out.
Yeah. I'm gonna get greedy and go in for the first one.
Okay.
And then
You
I'm going
deserve
to
it. Squish stole all your kills last game.
yeah. So I'm going to hit with or attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
There we go, and that is a 16 to hit.
Is that 16 total?
Yeah.
This hobgoblin is looking out the door wearing a chainmail, a shield in it, wearing chainmail on his body, a shield in his hand.
Ah, boo. All right. Flurry of blows to hit twice with unarmed attacks.
So you're going to swing out with your shield or with your staff, and he's going to go "Whoa!" and pull up his shield just in time.
So I'm going to spend my determination to get an 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Thank you for determination, because I use it all the time. So that's going to be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. That's going to crank him right in the throat, and he's going to...
And that is another 18 to hit. So
That is another 18 to hit. All right, how do you do it?
all right, so oh yeah, I surrender, and then just like kick him square in the throat.
He's going to collapse backwards, his body landing on a steaming brazier that it looks like they were cooking some meat skewers on, and you're going to hear him go, "Ah!" trying to scream through his crushed throat as his body begins to cook inside of his armor.
Watch out for mine goblins. And I'm going to run back around the corner.
Okay, you are within range of this one, but he's a surprise, so he can't help you. Or hurt you, that is. Perfect. All right, next on the initiative, we have Alessandra.
I am just going to take my bonus action
Okay.
to enter my tunnel fighter stance and
Perfect. All right, Lyric, you are up.
All right, yeah. Lyric's moving into making sure that she can actually see what's happening because I didn't look at what was going on. So Lyric is moving in and so she's shooting. I'm just looking at the map here. I can probably hit the one behind the one that's got the X, maybe?
Absolutely, yeah. You can definitely hit the
Yes,
one that
something.
is not cooking, cooking on the fire.
Okay. So let us aim and attempt to shoot with my crossbow.
I believe in you.
That's good that someone does. Thank you.
Somebody should.
I rolled a 2. So
I'm gonna stop believing in you now. You know what?
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
say
a
he's
total of 7.
surprised. I'm gonna spend a something good happens to let you reroll that.
I'm going to use a different dice than that one because that was rude of it. Okay, that's a 15.
Total?
To hit, yeah.
You have determination.
You have determination.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would be a 17 then. I'll spend my turn.
You know what? I'm spending something good happens because that guy was not prepared, doesn't have his shield up.
Cool. Thank you. How kind of you. Now let's see what my damage dice does.
I've got 4 more of these things to spend.
Big
Let's
money,
go.
big money.
That's a total of 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Looking up,
Yeah.
you can see that he has a skewer. It has the head of a rat and a rat tail hanging off a flank on the skewer that he's like sucking. Actually, he's sucking the rat tail into his mouth like a piece of spaghetti as he goes, huh? And poof, you're going to nail him right in the chest. He is still alive, but that is not a particularly fun wound you've just inflicted upon him.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. I have one last bardic inspiration that I didn't give out last game. Which is going to go to we're gonna give that to Alessandra.
Okay. Ellasandra, you now have Bardic Inspiration. Don't forget that it explodes when you use it. All right. It is the Hobbs' turn. They're going to go and be surprised. Anthea.
Yay! I'm gonna shoot my light crossbow.
Okay. Right at
Or
the
not
one that's
the two.
surprised. So that's good. Go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
Let's go. Ba-dum.
Sounds like you're doing Sandstorm.
I'm gonna use my determination to get a 16.
A 16 is going to hit.
Ah, yes. Let's go. 6 plus
6.
2 is 8.
Okay. So, Rat Eater, how do you do it?
Ah, nice. She's gonna take a page out of Squish's book, and she's going to shoot it kind of in the eyeball.
Okay. The crossbow bolt is going to punch out of the back of his head, and you're going to see that the rat tail falls onto the grill as he goes face first down on top of the other corpse on their little brazier grill.
Ooh. All right.
All right. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Good stuff. Let me see here. If we go... Oh, we don't really want to go up. Can I... 5, 10, 15... can I see the other ones from here?
You can see
really.
one of them, but he has a bonus because of partial cover.
Ah, gotcha. You know
So
what?
you still can't hit him, but he's going to be at a +5 AC.
Get that one over there, Squish.
Okay.
And Squish is going to try to patoo all the way over there.
All right. Sounds good. Actually, if Squish moves forward one, he'll only have a +2.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like if he acts in the square directly in front of you, so like 5 feet from the door. So
Squish
that would
is pretty intelligent.
Squish is killing. He has a doctorate. Dr. Squish.
Dr. Squish. I love it. Okay.
Now,
That's not gonna go.
do you want me to spend
That's a
something good
10.
happens to let you re-roll Squish's dice?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
sounds good. So you're going to hit, and a piece of stone the size of a dinner plate is going to explode on the wall next to this hobgoblin's face, and he's going to go,
Oh, that was a good try.
I wasn't even supposed
Good
to be
position.
here today.
All right, Carmilla.
Let us. How far is that? 5, 10, 15, 20. It doesn't quite get me out of there.
You could just rush in and kill them all.
Well, no, because that's what gets me killed. I think I'm gonna. I'm trying to stick to Ella's plan of making them run out at us. So I think I'm just gonna hold my turn for now.
Okay, holding your turn. We are going to move to the top of the initiative again with Sindri.
It's a really good plan. It's a really good plan.
So you're gonna rush in?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
So
I just picture you basically doing a line.
You already
like
got your freebie, Chris. You can't live like this.
You run in, you take a swap, you run out, then you run back. You're basically just doing line drills in a gym.
Yeah, Broncos, let's go.
Ella's basically just trying to not get hurt herself and like do the most damage she can. So if everybody else kills him first, then oh well, it still works out.
So 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Hey, look at that determination, yo.
Oh, I don't have determination this time.
Yeah, you do. Someone just bought it for you.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I forgot to put it in the chat because Kelly had already put it up on screen.
Yeah, I'm on top of it today.
Equinox, thank you so much. I will spend my determination.
Okay. Hey, look, a hit.
So I'm gonna crank them on the upside of the head for 7 points of damage.
Oh, my crown!
He's gonna say as he spits out a piece of tooth.
And then dirty 20.
Oh god damn it! Yeah, that'll hit him.
And that's 7 points of damage.
How do you do it?
And he really debates finishing off his mind goblin joke, but then just takes this one and dumps him on the brazier as well. Just like,
all right. The smell of roasting goblin fills the air. A roasting hobgoblin, which smells very, very furry.
And then, so I used 5, 10, 15 to get in, and then I'll get back out.
Okay. All right. It is Ella's turn. Ella.
I'm gonna still hold with just the bonus action.
All right. Sounds good. Lyric, you are up.
I think Lyric's looking at like Ella and like some of the others, and is like, "Are we not? Do we not? What? Oh, whatever." And is going to then try and move into range to shoot the other. I guess there's just the one left there, is there?
There's only one left, as far as you can tell.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just figure out if I am at an angle that can hit this.
From
think so.
there you can, but he's got partial cover, so +2 to his AC.
Oh, well, that sucks. Then that I should move.
Actually, I mean, you have enough space. You could run up to the door, shoot through the door without the penalty, and run back.
Honestly, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
So you're about 20 feet away from the door right now, down an L-shaped hallway. So just run up, pew, and then run back.
15, yeah, because it ends up being like 5 diagonal, 10, 15, and then that's like right at the doorway. So shooting through the door. Let us try this. We shall attempt. Man!
What's that?
1 second. That is 12, unless I spend my determination to make it a 14, but I don't think it's worth it, so I'm going to call that a miss.
That is a miss, all right.
Do I have a fun bonus action to use? No, I do not. That's all.
All right, sounds good. Are you moving?
Oh, yes, yeah. Moving to the thing and then move back. I actually have to do the piece where I actually physically move them. Right.
It is the lone hobgoblin's turn. He is going to look at his dead friends and will go,
I will avenge you.
Reaches down to his hip, draws a horn from an auroch that is dangling at his side, pulls it to his lips and goes, drops it, and then grabs one of the swords that is lying on the floor next to his dead friends, and lunges through the doorway, which means that you can use your reaction, Alessandra.
Yep. Is he, I guess, oh yeah, no, Anthea's there, so he doesn't have to leave my range. That is 17.
That will be a hit because he picked up another sword.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Is it 17 total?
I will add my determination then.
That's a 19. Okay, I already spent it, so I raised my AC by +3 using the parry action by spending a hurt the more, but that will still hit me. Just
Okay.
barely.
Whew.
10 points of damage. I'm using Hue.
Oh, perfect. All right, biting into him with Hue. You are going to embed the axe in his chest, punching through that immense amount of armor and muscle there. And as you hammer him back into the wall with Hue, he looks at you. Blood bubbling from his lips. He's going to spend 2 hurt the mores, and he's going to say,
You should have gone for the head.
and is going to get a... he's going to lash out with 2 attacks. That is going to be... that is a 20 to hit.
Do I have to have declared, like, if he doesn't die immediately, can I then do smite? Because it's only if I hit with a melee weapon attack that I can do it.
It's so you choose before I tell you if he's dead or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So that will be 1 hit, and then the second blade is going to come up, and that's going to be a hit as well. That's going to be a 23, but that one does not get his strength bonus at least, because I'm allowing him to do this because it's cool. Once per damage, you can deal an extra 7 damage to a creature with a weapon attack. That's if I have an ally, and all my friends are dead, thanks to you guys. I'm spending a hurt more to reroll that because that damage sucked. That is going to be, you are going to stab him against the wall, crushing his ribs with your axe, and he is going to reach at that little point under your armor at your waist and slice alongside of your ribs. Not really getting deep into the wounds, but it's going to be a total of 11 points of damage. Oh, pardon me, 12 points of damage. Math works that way. All right, and with that, he's going to groan in pain, and Anthea, it is your turn.
I'm gonna throw a firebolt at him.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, shh. And I'm gonna miss.
You're going to miss? All right, a firebolt zerts past this hobgoblin.
But get him. He's right there.
All right, so
Thank-
where
yeah,
Squish
he's
is
right
right
there.
now, Squish will have disadvantage on the ranged attack.
Oh, but Squish doesn't want it. That's okay, because Squish doesn't want to take an opportunity attack. Squish doesn't have much hit points. Ka-cha! Squish is gonna miss.
Squish is going to miss. So this guy, man, if you know what his weakness is? Knives.
Mm.
He's not
Knives.
he's pretty good against projectiles, but man, the sharp things, axes seem to be his weakness. All right.
Fair enough.
So with that, Carmilla, you're up.
Yes. I guess in this case, I'm gonna. If he's not coming to me, I'm coming to him.
Okay. So you can skirt around some of the debris to the south and come up at a diagonal from him.
Cool. I will do that. How rough is he? Like,
Oh my
did Alessandra got him good?
Alessandra, she Thanos'd him. Like, if you left him there, he
Cool.
might die on his own.
Okay. In that case,
You thirsty?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm unfortunately not at less than half hit points, so I don't get advantage, but I just rolled a hit.
All right, roll to hit.
And I realized I didn't think I added anything, but it's a melee weapon.
It's a melee weapon.
So I still get my strength, which I haven't been adding when I've done this before.
Oh
so.
God! No wonder you've been the worst vampire till now.
I know. Well, I haven't been able to hit for shit, but I also because it's a melee weapon, I also add my strength to my damage.
All right, let's do it.
That is a 21.
Yeah, that's gonna hit him. So please take narrative control. How do you do this?
I think I see Alessandra hit, and I'm like, heck yeah, like great, this is exactly going to plan, everything's good. But then somehow he pulls out some crazy stuff and does some serious damage to her. I think she just kind of like I think she actually goes around behind Squish so that she's like on like almost spidering along the wall. And then just like comes right down next to his ear and just hisses and bites.
So you're gonna underworld him, is what you're saying?
Yes, correct.
All right, that sounds good. Don't bother rolling damage for him, but you gain hit points back for this, right?
I do, yes. So that is 2 + 3 is 5.
Okay, so you savor his blood as he dies in your arms, dropping
and
his
I let
weapons.
him fall to the ground.
That's always so impressive when you do that.
She kind of like wipes her mouth and sort of delicately steps down and kind of looks around and scratches the back of her head and goes, "Thank you, Anthea. Should we look in this room perhaps?" And just walks immediately into the room.
Sure,
Alright.
that seems like a good idea. Oh, she's gone.
Stepping into the room on the other side, you can see that there's a stone brazier with 3 hobgoblins stacked atop it. 4 straw pallets line the eastern wall. The wall to the south has collapsed, but a boarded-up door in that direction is still standing. A door in better condition leads west, which is what you're entering through, and there's a curtain that hangs across an archway leading to the north.
We are heading that way, yes? She'll point at the northern door.
Northeast, so yes. What do the hobgobs have on them?
So, checking through the hobgoblins, you can go ahead and make me an investigation roll.
Let's roll better than a 7. Let's roll better than a 7. That is a 19.
While that's happening, Alessandra's going to lay on hands to heal the half damage you did to her.
Damn
24.
straight. 24. All right. So on the hobgoblins, checking all of the bodies over, and I'm assuming being careful not to burn yourself on their smoking corpses. You were going to see.
Yes, just kind of
So-
stop, drop, and roll them.
Which creates a
Check the
horrible clatter. So that horn was unnecessary. There is an auroch horn, like an auroch horn instrument, on 2 of their belts. One of which was used to alert whoever remains here. Each of them is armed with a longsword and a longbow, as well as equipped with chainmail and a shield. So if anybody wants to upgrade their armor to that, it just is going to smell a bit burnt. Besides that, though, as you're looting through them, let's see. Okay. You are going to find 2 other things of note here. The first is going to be a rolled up wanted poster.
Oh.
Looking at it, you will see that it has a sketch of Lady Alessandra's face.
Oh! Well, that's pretty nice. You look pretty.
Wanted dead or alive. Bounty. 200 gold pieces.
Oh, hey, we're moving up.
Wasn't
Sindri
that
will
the same?
Doesn't seem nearly enough.
What was that?
There's another wanted poster. For Lady Alessandra this time.
But
How did they get them out? Like, who did we piss off so bad?
At the bottom,
Who is wanting?
Does it say?
at the bottom, there is a single symbol of a spider.
Sindri's
Well,
gonna
joke's
see
on the
curtain
spider.
and make sure no one's like creeping up on us while we're doing this.
We're hunting him.
Okay.
Wasn't my bounty only like 25 gold?
I don't recall, but it was pretty low.
The size doesn't matter. It kind of matters on this one. I'm
True.
sorry.
Thought I was
On
worth
the
a little
one-
more than that.
You
But
are.
on the heroic one, the one who actually did some damage to you, you are going to see that there is an honest to God gilded fountain pen,
Wow.
probably worth about 50 gold pieces. And in his pocket, rolled up, is nobody here speaks Goblin,
No.
but make me an insight or history roll.
That's a 16 on the dice.
You
Insight
know enough.
or history?
Insight? That
Oh,
sounds
it's
great.
19 either way.
Looking at the way this is structured on the page, you're pretty sure it's poetry
Oh,
due to the
Lyrica,
repetition
you might
of
like
certain.
this. I take
What
a
did
look.
you find?
It's like it looks lyrical. It looks like a poem or something. I don't know. I don't read Goblin. Here, she'll shove it at
I
Lyric.
don't read Goblin either. But
I'm sure you'll
does
figure
look like
something
an-
out.
All
Can't
right,
be that hard.
sure.
Maybe we'll find a dictionary somewhere.
I sort of doubt that, but perhaps.
I think it's possible. Anyway, and Lady Alessandra, here, take your picture. Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay, one moment,
She'll
please.
shove it at her.
It is it's an okay resemblance. It's better than not. The nose is wrong. They always get the
Close
nose
enough, I
wrong.
guess.
There's also this, but I'm gonna see how it writes.
All right. And it writes, it's all right. It needs to be like refilled, but
Oh.
it's a nice pen.
Yeah, I'll keep it for now, and then we might just sell it.
All right. So what do you all do from here?
So confirming there's no one sneaking up on us from behind the curtain.
No, not as far as you can tell. Make me a perception roll. Are you pulling the curtain aside?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my nat 1, so I got it out of the way for my perception check.
You hear the sound
Right.
of wind whistling through the halls. And as you're looking up to the north, you are going to have trouble focusing. The chattering behind you of your allies is somewhat distracting, but then you're going to hear something else. From the boarded up door to the south, you'll hear the sound of scratching. And the sound of flesh rubbing against stone.
Any of y'all hear that? Sindri will pace over to the door to the south and kind of like look nervously back at everyone.
Hear what? What?
I didn't
Anyone
hear
else can make
anything.
me a perception roll.
It's a 6.
6. Good, good.
17.
Received an 8.
15.
Okay. So, anybody who rolled, so 17 and then 15 is the next highest I have, right? So, Anthea, you can kind of smell something. It's kind of, it reminds you of embalming fluid.
Huh. That's weird.
But Alessandra, you can kind of hear what Sindri's talking about as well. There's a little bit of a whistle coming, like wind moving through arrow slits. And then a slight squelching noise. Very soft, almost inaudible.
I don't think
do?
I'm making this up. Everyone's on your guard. And Sindri will open the door to the south.
Okay. Opening the door to the south. Okay. Opening the door to the south, you will see that there... Wow. The upper floors of this tower have collapsed. To choke on your own tongue, Kelly. Bah. All right, let's try that again from the top. There we go. You open the door and see that in front of you, the upper floors of this tower have collapsed to create a hollow silo 30 feet high. The upper reaches of this room are lost in shadow. It's clear this area hasn't been used in some time. Dust, rubble, and broken glass cover the floor, and old work tables and bookshelves clutter around the southern half of this room. You can see that there, across the way, is a battered wooden chest. It lies between a pair of workbenches to the south.
Out of character, Chris hates this a lot. Hey, I don't think there's anyone in here. Does anyone want to... There is a chest in here. I wonder if there's anything... Like, they wouldn't have just left something alone in here, right? Like...
Does seem odd.
I mean, I don't think they'd always guard it 100%. Is this the only door into the room? Yeah, it's the only door into the room. And people are here with the arrow slits sometimes. So, like, I don't know. We made enough of a ruckus. They might have just left.
They did say they were guarding.
Can you do me a favor, Sindri, as you step through? Can you make another perception roll? Now, this door was hard to open. Like, it was boarded up, but even as you pulled on it, it actually came out easier than it looked. Like, you were expecting to have to pry some boards away.
I have 17.
You see on the floor where it looks like there, as you step across, you're going to hear a noise under your boots and see that nails are lying on the floor as if they've been pushed out of the wall from this side, as if this was nailed shut to keep something boarded up in this room, but something pushed the nails slowly back through to the other side to weaken the door.
Sindri's just gonna back out of this room slowly.
And what's your armor class?
17.
Perfect. As you are doing that, a figure is going to suddenly loom into view above you. It is atrocious, and once again, like previously, this is a beaked monstrosity. It looks like a tremendous brain with tentacles dangling off it, and a beak beneath it. It lashes out at you with tentacles. The first one is going to be a hit. The second one will not have advantage. But yeah, it will. I'm gonna spend to hurt them more. That's better. Would you say it was a 17?
17. Yeah.
Okay. Well, heck. So that's not going to work, but the tentacle is. It's going to lash out at you with a tentacle as you turn to go. You are going to do me a favor, my friend, and you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a con save.
12 on the Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that is so lucky. And as it wraps around you, you feel your skin burn with a poison. But you're going to be able to resist it. It is going to lift you up and bite at you with its beak. It's going to get a 4 on that, so you're going to get away from that. And I need an initiative roll, please. There we go.
Help!
Okay, so looking at this initiative chart, I've got Carmilla. You are up. What do you do?
Not again. will redraw her sword, and if I had walked into that room, I can definitely make it. But even from where I am, I can make it to inside the door here.
All right.
So I have to walk through the door. There we go. Goodness gracious.
You do.
My mouse isn't good enough for this precision. Awesome. Yeah, and then I am going to attack with my longsword.
Okay.
That is going to be a 21.
A 21 is going to hit.
Cool. And then I'm also going to use Distracting Strike.
Distracting Strike, go ahead.
And so the damage is going to be 13 damage total.
Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful.
And
All
the
right.
target, the next attack roll against the target by anyone other than me has advantage.
Okay, and that was, you said 13 damage?
13, yeah.
Perfect. All right, slashing forward, you are going to bisect one of its tentacles, and it's going to let out this horrible, horrible shriek that is going to be more squishy than anything you have ever heard before, but tinged through the lens of a toucan. Anything else on your turn?
That's everything.
All right, Anthea, you're up.
Oh, you smell awful. And she's gonna throw a firebolt.
Okay, are you moving closer to get a better vantage point?
Yeah, a little bit. Because I can't stop in people's squares, but
You can't. I guess
I'm also
standing
not-
on one of the cots would probably be the best one.
that's my specialty.
All right, stop cot and roll. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's go get him. Nope. Well, 10.
10 is not going to be enough. I mean, you have
Ran
determination.
away. I don't think so.
Okay.
But that's okay. Squish is gonna go.
All right,
You
squish.
get him. Patoo! Nope, the patoo. I just can't roll over a 7. Nope. That's well,
Okay.
that's gonna be an 11.
An 11. It gets real close. You see it blur by this floating brain thing. And the spit bounces off the wall next to it and lets out a sharp little. All
Look
right.
at him next time.
All right. It is the Grell's turn. The Grell is going to make an attack on Carmilla. That's going to be a nat 20. Perfect.
Silvery barbs. Wait, wrong game.
Wrong game. Wrong game. All right. So that is going to be, it's going to lash out with one of its tentacles, wrapping around you for a total of 16 points of piercing damage. And make
Oof.
me a con save with disadvantage, please. Much like Sindri, you will find yourself grappled.
Amazing. A con save?
A con save, please.
That is a 10.
10. All right. You are poisoned and paralyzed.
Oh no.
You feel it seep into your veins, and suddenly you feel rigidity as rigor mortis seeps into you. And I'm going to
Cool.
spend a hurt them more to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to drop Sindri as a free action.
Ow.
And I'm going to continue wailing on this one that hurt me. And I rolled... Are you fucking kidding me? I had advantage. I rolled double nat ones. Carmilla, it is going to grab you and attempt to strangle you again, but is instead going to accidentally throw you out of the room and out of its grasp. You are still paralyzed, but you are now out of its reach. And it's going to look over at you, look over at Sindri, and kind of shrug its tentacles, like, what are you gonna do, Mondays? And it's gonna try to beak you. And is going to get a 2. So, beak! Alright, that is its turn. Alessandra!
Well, it just threw Carmilla at my feet, which I think then is like, this is an aberration.
Yep.
My mortal enemy is in front of me. She's gonna hop over Alessandra, touch her self shield of faith, and run through to hit it and divine smite.
Ah, nuts. All right. Leaping
All right.
over Carmilla's like petrified body.
Yep, hopping over Carmilla, dancing around Sindri. I think she's gonna go right into the room, so within its and just move within its threatened space.
Okay.
And that is a 25 to hit.
That is absolutely a hit.
No, did you use the bardic inspiration I gave you? Because that doesn't last particularly long. It lasts a max of 10 minutes.
Yeah, it only lasts
Should
for
I-
10 minutes, so you can use it right now.
What? That's on attack rolls, right?
You can use it on
Sure.
different things, but with an attack roll, you just if it doesn't even have to have hit, but when you roll, it'll be the amount of the bardic inspiration dice, and
Sure.
I believe it's thunder damage.
Sure,
yeah,
might as well.
I get a saving throw against it, right?
Yes.
I think
Cool.
so. Yeah, I think
Which I
it's
failed.
Dex. Okay.
Constitution.
Which I failed. I rolled a 3.
Okay, that's 3 on
Cool,
the bardic
yeah.
inspiration die.
Okay, so 3 more damage.
That's 7 damage from Hugh.
Okay.
Haha! Fuck yes. That is 16 radiant damage from the smite.
Okay, there is a resounding, blinding blast of energy as Hugh comes down into this grell. Several of its tentacles lie limp on the ground, sizzling from the radiant energy. The grell is still up, but this thing is, you know what? It has half a mind to run away because it only has half a mind anymore. As you cleave part of its head away. Anything else you're doing for movement?
I think I was gonna move all the way in.
Okay, so dancing through Sindri, you kind of brace yourself against a workbench and attack. Great. Okay, so if your turn's done, then Sindri, you're up.
Yeah, that's action, bonus action, and movement. So
There is a thunderous noise as that clef note explodes next to it as well, as Lyric's bardic takes away part of its beak.
Have I ever told you you're my hero? And Sindri will flip himself up and then like try and take a whack of the staff, but using the Wave of Ascended Dragon damage to turn it into fire damage.
Perfect.
So let's see if I hit. That is a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right, let's deal 5 points of fire damage.
Okay, flames lick out, striking into the brain. It's going to let
Crack.
out a shriek of surprise and pain. It is still up.
while you're doing that, Alessandra will reply quickly with a, "Oh, I didn't know you felt that way, Sindri."
And that is a botch on my melee attack. So
All right, I'm gonna beak you.
yeah,
I'm spending a hurt them more because this dice is retired for the night.
Mhm.
We're gonna okay. There we go. I'm gonna beak you. Actually, let me double check. What's your AC?
17.
I'm gonna beak you.
No.
Okay, that is going to be 2d4 plus. Oh, hey, max damage. 10 points of beaking damage as this Grell looks at you, looks at the fire, and then beaks you right in the nose,
I'm
snapping it.
unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your broken nose rides you to the ground, and a spray of blood kind of trails behind you through the air, and it's going to
Landing
let
on
out
the
a...
nails.
What's that? Oh yeah, you're gonna
Landing
land
on
right
the
on the
nails.
nails. You're gonna have to pull those out later. All right, Lyric, you're up.
And it's that ugly monster thing is still there.
It's still there, kind of. It's barely still there, but it's there.
Cool. Lyric's gonna move up to the door, is gonna take one look at this thing, and is going to vicious mockery
Okay.
and hope that it's not invulnerable to like psychic damage.
It is
I
not
believe-
invulnerable, and it got a 6 on its wisdom save.
Oh, cool. It sure is going to take some mocking then. I believe it's going to be something along the lines of and what are you supposed to be? Did a brain and intellect devourer had relations with a parrot? Ew, gross. It's gonna do 4 psychic.
Or psychic? Okay.
And it has disadvantage on the next attack it makes before the end of its turn.
It is going to look at you. Does it comprehend language, actually? Oh, yeah, it speaks Grell.
Thankfully, it doesn't have
Cool.
to understand me, thankfully.
Okay. So it is going to kind of snarl and look at you, and you're going to see its brain starting to reform as it's like blub, 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 blub. It is going to, it doesn't have eyes, but it's glaring at you, like its brain wrinkles in like a glaring shape at you.
And so that was a cantrip, Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And is someone who looks more hurt between Ellasandra and Sindri?
They are
Sindri,
both at
Alessandra's
0.
fine.
Oh yeah, probably Sindri. Yeah,
They're fine?
Carmilla.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead.
Okay, I'm gonna
Get
I have
slumped
a
over.
bonus action to I can bonus action healing word. So that's
Okay.
what we're gonna do.
Do it.
It should be a what is that? It's a D4, right? It's a D4. Okay, this will be my bonus action. Mom, are you fucking kidding me? Well, that's a 1 plus. God, I rolled garbage. 1 plus that. That is a 5. You got 5 hit points.
All right, Sindri is gonna like stare at the roof, going, okay. All right, Carmilla, you are going to be able to do me a favor and make me another Constitution save. This one will make it flat.
Okay. I will also point out that behind the scenes, Kelly remembered that that Christine was supposed to roll with advantage, and so we re-rolled that. What'd you get, Christine?
Nat 1.
Hey, you know what? If it was gonna happen,
At least
Let
you
it be
got it
there.
out of the way in a way that was not
Yeah,
negative.
Christa saved you. Christa saved you with that one. All right, how's your con save?
not great. It's gonna be 13.
13's enough. I'm gonna spend a something good happens to say that was the beginning of your turn.
Oh God.
So
Okay.
you are going to like suddenly feel your heart go dump 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 dump, like you basically just shotgunned like 3 monster energies,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be like, I feel like a monster. You feel it just within. It's just beneath the skin. What do you do on your turn?
I am going to, I think, probably try to run into this thing again. But I'm sorry. You don't remember? I feel like I screwed that up. It was 11 hit points that I took. I just realized I got distracted and didn't write it
12.
down. 12. Okay.
It was
All right.
12.
Still doesn't put me below half, unfortunately.
I rolled 2 5s, so
Perfect. Okay.
this
No,
thing
that's awesome.
Gets a plus. Or no, did I roll 2 5s? No, I rolled 2 5s and it gets a +2 because it was a crit.
Perfect. No, that's awesome. Is 14 half of 27 for purposes of half
You
your
always
health?
round down for half.
Haha. Okay. Cool. In that case, no,
Are you
round
gonna
out to
bite
be
a brain?
13. Damn. I wanted to, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to get advantage. So I might as well just hit it with my sword. Yeah, I'm going to run in past, sort of climb the wall around Lyric here.
You know what?
take
What you should really do, it's a spiral silo. You should spend your action doing like a spiral run to get above it and then get attacked from above.
Beautiful. Can I do that?
If you do that, I'll give you advantage on the bite.
Hell yeah. On the bite? Okay, sure.
Yeah, sure.
We'll do it
because
as
you're
a
a
bait,
vampire
that's
wall
great.
running and then jumping on someone by going.
Oh, well, with advantage, that is a 17 plus 5 is 22.
That is an absolute hit. Roll me damage. I'm gonna put it out here. It says that actually it doesn't have its AC is from its dex. It's a brain. It don't have natural armor.
That's very fair. Spirit is use it regain. Okay. When I hit it's with a weapon attack and I don't. Oh no, this is a natural weapon, so it counts as a simple weapon attack, which means I can use my my last superiority dice
Okay, for what?
for my bite. I
Yeah,
don't
but
get the
for-
health from it, but I can still do the damage.
Yeah, totally. Are you using distracting strike or disarming strike or commander strike? I forget what you have. I'm just listing
I'm
off
not
what
going
I
to
give
do a ton of
Lae'zel.
damage. I'm not going to get the extra, or I don't think I'm going to do enough damage to like kill it. So I'm going to use distracting strike. So whoever's next gets the advantage. So that is going to be 7 plus 3 is 10 damage. And I
You
got
know
3
what?
on the die, which means I
I-
get 6 back.
I think that they're gonna have no problem hitting this corpse. How do you do it?
Oh, she's gonna do what you said, just kind of like leap over Lyric and then just like sideways wall run and just and land on top of this thing and bite down, and just drink it as it, I presume, tentacles crumple as it falls to the ground.
Absolutely, yeah. You're going to slurp this thing, and the most disturbing part of this, anybody who's watching, you're going to see that Carmilla has her fangs embedded in this. This thing is mostly soft tissue and blood, and you're going to watch its head collapse like a Capri Sun. Just
Can I just grab a tentacle and just?
Ew.
you could totally put it on your head and put two tentacles in your mouth.
Alisandra's gonna put the axe away on her back, cross her arms, and just be like, I don't think I've ever seen you do anything more disgusting.
Does
How does that
anyone
even
have a mint?
No, I think you
damn
read
it,
what you're doing here. That's disgusting.
I can't. I'm not looking at our chat right now. I'm not looking at any of you right now. You can't look at any of you right now. We're fighting. Sindri's like lying on the ground, just like that hurt so much. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Paralyzation is not something I appreciate, but at least it doesn't hurt as much.
Well, here, try this. And Anthea's gonna try to pour an experimental elixir in down your throat.
Ooh!
Okay, what does that do?
Great question.
Roll
Do you want to
percentiles.
roll or should I roll?
Anthea, what have you got there?
The juice that makes me explode.
No. It can't do damage to you. It can only
Oh,
do good
Kool-Aid.
things. One of them is healing. So yeah, should I roll? Do you want to roll?
Yeah,
Choose your own fate.
your own fate.
Why don't you roll? Because I've been rolling absolute dog shit today.
So have I. Guess who did hit shit last time? Or the
Oh,
time
yeah.
before that.
Let's do this together.
Let's go. Bam. 3. Okay, not a 1. Resilience. The drinker gains +1 bonus AC for 10 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How do you feel?
Whole? Not better.
Not better? Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, what was it?
Did
Tasted nice.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Does anyone have any healing potions with them?
No.
More. No. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Can
not
anyone-
me anyway. I didn't take any from Sister.
Did we? Yeah, did we
Great.
take any?
We did,
You have 3.
but I didn't have them on me.
Yeah, I don't think I had any of them. Out of character, I said I'm unconscious most often.
I don't have any on my sheet, so I'm not sure where we put
Okay,
them.
I ended up with 1, and the
Hmm.
other ones ended up with other people.
Okay, probably
Feel
me
like-
and Alessandra then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that's how you divided it up.
Okay, well, as unfortunate as it was, that was very rejuvenating. So, here, you can have mine.
Thank you. And Sindri will drink that. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yes, let me roll that for you.
Thank you.
That is going to be... If I can stop rolling this one, because I don't do 1s on healing potions. 9 hit points.
Thank you very much. That is much better. I am not great, but I'm not at 5 hit points. By the way, Lyric, thank you for the healing. My dear friend, your healing feels
Freud.
familiar now.
Huh?
I'm getting used to how your healing feels. I appreciate it.
Well, should have done a little more than it did, but
Can I ask one more favor of you?
what's that?
Sindri will turn around and like show like the number of nails that are like sticking out of his back.
Oh, that
There are
seems
6.
a little painful. I'm not.
It is actually, yes.
Can you feel them all?
Wow.
To be fair, Sindri, that strange like headache you've had for about a week's gone away, and you feel a little bit like your kidney function's improved.
Huh. I mean,
How are you on your
They're not-
tetanus shot, though?
my fantasy tetanus shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that on my ship. It was part of my recruitment process. I might be due
You
for a
need it.
booster, but so yes, I do feel all of them. There's 5 of them, right?
Okay.
There's 6 of well.
Yeah. There seem to be 6 that I can see. How about
Oh,
you
good.
just sit there? Just stay, and I'll start
Just do them quick.
plucking.
Okay. Make me a
Okay.
medicine check just to see how good this goes.
Oh, good. Great. That's exactly what we want to be rolling. Oh no!
No.
I don't know if I've rolled over it. I feel like I've already rolled over a 10 once tonight. But that sure is a 6.
You're gonna take him out, but it's not gonna be pleasant.
I'm gonna make a
hold
constitution.
Still, okay, just all it plunk.
I rolled an 18 to like brace through it. So I don't like shit myself because of how much this hurts, but I'm not far from it.
And can you still feel all your extremities? Can you wiggle your toes and all
Mhm.
that?
Is
Okay.
everyone else okay as well?
I mean, you're the only one that turned into a pincushion, so
Well, maybe I'm being a bit dramatic. It looks down at the wounds.
I don't think so.
So
No.
So, as this horror
actually a
show is
little less.
happening, is anybody looking at the chest lying on the floor?
Yeah,
Sure.
because I know
All right.
Anthea will want stuff out of it. Probably, I'll go
Yeah,
pop
she's
it
a little
open.
distracted though by her experimental elixir actually doing.
If this is
Carmilla is
I'm
also
so
looking for mint.
fucking mad.
So, can I get a perception roll from everyone?
Okay.
Sindri, do yours with disadvantage because you're distracted for sure.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
I gotta say, with the Grell thing, I kind of wanted it to try and run away by flying up. Because Alessandra's turn, she's gonna be, haha, bitch! Celestial wings.
It
and
would have, but it didn't have the time. So, anybody who beats a 15, perfect, 15 or higher, you are going to see that there are some ledges higher up on the wall. And while this chest is down here, it's pretty battered up, like it fell off of a platform about 20 feet up. Very hard to get up there without having to basically scale the wall. So, I mean, luckily one of you has spider climb. But you can see there is a small box visible there, about the size of a scroll case.
Carmilla doesn't because she rolled a 9. But
What's that?
I'll start looking at the
With
chest.
my dirty 20. Pointed out to Carmilla.
What? Oh,
Right there. Looks like
Oh,
it fell down
that's
from up there.
right. Oh.
shall I go grab it?
Sure.
Just walks along the floor, puts a foot to the wall, and just is now horizontal, walking up the wall.
All right.
I hate to admit it, but there are some advantages to this.
you are going to see that there is a small nest burrowed into the wall up there. Well, burrowed. It's made of this kind of viscous membrane that's been like layered along the walls. And you're going to realize that it appears to be made of bird corpses and shed tentacles, encased in sort of like this membrane that kind of reminds you of amber. Like bird spit on a bird nest, but thicker and more molassesy. Beneath it, you are going to see that on this little ledge of about 3 feet, there is a scroll case with ornate filigree along the side of the wood. The case itself does not look particularly expensive, but you will recognize the symbol of Ogham from the previous room.
Interesting.
The god of magic.
Are Grell's made, Alessandra?
You said something.
These things that you said is. Who said they were Grells? Who figured it out?
I think Alessandra said that it was a girl.
Probably. It's not. It's an aberration, right? So.
I just.
These.
I only said that because somebody had said that's what it was. I thought it was.
Yeah. Well, it was in last game. Somebody rolled to know what it was.
That was
I
a Grick.
did. Oh, that was a
Oh,
Grick.
that was a
That's right.
Grick.
G is for Grick.
They picked.
This is a different thing.
This is a different thing. Yeah.
Oh, I
G
thought
is
it was
for
the
Grick.
same
Yeah, all the
thing.
time
Not
together.
Ogham. What am I saying?
I just
It's
remember
Ogham.
somebody saying Grell at the beginning of the fight.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
just describing it with that.
Never
I think-
mind.
I said Grell, but I'll assume that you know what a Grell looks like. They're really basic aberrations.
That's fair. I figured I'd at least get to probably roll with advantage on that.
Yeah, sorry. I thought this was the exact same thing because it was another brain with a beak. I did not know they were different creatures.
I know, right? They just picked. They just did a search of their internal database. Has beak. All right, we're doing it.
Why would they all be dangerous?
Last one was tentacle thing with beak. This was brain with beak.
I thought it also
Also
had tentacles,
tentacles.
though.
It did.
This
Yeah.
is good, yeah. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I thought the other thing was a brain with beak too. Maybe I didn't zoom the picture in.
No, it was a
close enough.
worm with a beak.
Brain.
Oh, it was
It
a
was like
worm
all
with a
tentacles
beak.
around a beak, and this is tentacles hanging
Right.
down with a beak.
Okay.
It's totally different,
Slightly
Krista. Come on.
The other one was more like a
A
sunflower.
long week. Okay. Okay.
Lemon Tuesday.
I'm aware. It's not even Tuesday. It's Monday. Anywho, I can't even remember my own name. Carmilla will say to Alessandra, these things, are they made by magic?
Does Alessandra know?
Make me an Arcana roll, please.
That is a nice full 15.
Nice 15. For a Grell, that's plenty. So they are sightless aberrations. They are truly bizarre anatomies. Let me just double check their history. Looking... What? What did I miss?
Sorry, I just read Amy's comment. You may not like it, but this is what beak performance looks like.
I think you missed an earlier comment as well, because I put why Alessandra was distracted earlier.
Why?
Oh, I'm
Something amazing abs something.
Oh, fair.
Just
Alright.
watching Carmilla walk up sideways.
Okay. Grell they're not created. They are aberrations from the realms beyond. Their big deal is they colonize and feed. And I can tell you all about their reproductive cycle and about their you know what? They're basically enemies from like a Doom game.
They're not really created. I mean, created in the sense of if you get too Growl, and they're kind of from beyond other planes.
so summoned.
Yeah,
in some
lyric
way.
that. I'm not quite sure how they do it, but
I
And then,
know.
sorry, Krista's gonna ask another question. I am really struggling today. You said there was a symbol of Ogma, right?
Ogma. Yes, not Ogma. Ogma.
Ogma. And is it like, was it there before the Grell showed up, or does it look incorporated?
It's got some goo on it. So it looks like the Grell might have collected it. Grell are smart enough to have hobbies, you know.
Just sitting there knitting.
It actually says in the entry they are somewhere between the genius of mind flayers and the crazed carrion crawlers on the scale of aberrant creature intelligence, roughly on par with that of humans.
Wow.
Albeit modified
Okay.
by strange alien motivations like collecting stamps.
Amazing. I'm gonna pick up the thing then.
Okay. Something rattles inside of it, softly.
I'll take it down.
Sure. All right, walking down. Are you all just watching Carmilla, or is anybody opening the treasure chest?
Oh, what is it there?
We've been left
Lyric's gonna
unattended.
head over to it.
Anthea
Alessandra's just kind of
teleports.
watching.
Okay, so Anthea, you've moved down to where it is. Opening it up and being watched by Lyric and by Alessandra, you will see that the chest is unlocked and contains 80 electrum pieces, the most useless coin in the game, followed by 120 gold pieces, a Magico brand potion of healing,
Magico.
a
Competitor.
a spell scroll that looks it has a wax stamp on it of a face going shh, likely a silence. One moment.
Bless you.
It was a scroll of sneeze. I
Haha.
hate that one.
It's a little dusty in there. It's okay.
Yeah, it
Oh
is.
my goodness, that would be a hilarious cantrip.
That would be really funny.
I'll add it to my short list of spells I need to make.
Powered sneeze makes
It's like
me a
exploding
concentration check.
ruins, but it's a cantrip and it just makes you sneeze whenever you read it.
Exploding ruins. I feel like exploding trousers would be another good one. Just like it just gives you stomach problems.
Oh boy.
Mordenkaiden's brown pants.
Oh gosh.
All right. And then finally, you will see that there is an incredibly ornate pink and purple music box.
Oh. Well, that's pretty. Lyric, do you want to take a look at this? This is your
Sure,
kind of
what is
thing.
it?
A music box, it looks like.
There's a pink and
Pick it
purple
up and
music box. It has
Investigate it.
so like a normal music box, it has little posty standy legs on it. And as you take a peek at it, can you do me a favor and make me a perception roll?
Not investigation, has to be perception.
Sure, investigation works fine for me too.
Ha ha ha. Okay, that's a 17.
17. Yeah, so it's you think that it's actually probably worth a decent amount of money. There's a little hinge clasp on the front and a wind key at the back. It's really strangely designed though. Unlike a normal one, which would have 4 posts coming down from it, 4 legs, this one has 9, and they're all in weird locations. There's a leg coming out the back of it.
Do they seem to move?
No, completely stationary.
No, they just. Okay. I'm just gonna find a surface and start sitting it down at different angles and shapes to kind of figure what's going on with it.
The legs are slightly uneven, and it's going to go tick, 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 on the workman table.
Well, I
Would it
suppose
be
she'll
possible-
wind it then and let it play.
Okay, you're gonna hear chunk, 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 chunk as the old cog wheel at the back of it turns. And yeah, do you open it?
Yep.
Okay. A little figure dressed like a ballerina is going to spring out to, it's about 2 inches tall. But as you look at it with that investigation roll, you are going to see that this thing has strange features. The ballerina has like 2 legs growing out of one of its legs at the knee. And as it's holding its hands over its head, it looks like it has way too many fingers. As if whatever designed this can't get hands right.
No one ever gets hands right.
And as you are doing that, you take a look at it and you see that the you open the lid and you can't remove your hand from the key. And I would like an initiative roll as fangs suddenly spring out from beneath, and
There it is.
a music box-sized creature is going to snarl at you.
Whoopsies.
Cool beans. That's great.
I don't think I've actually ever fought a mimic before.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get a surprise
Oh,
round
sorry.
with my initiative of 4. Oh my god. Okay, so I've got Ella with a 20. I've got
That's where my net 20s keep going, is my initiative roll.
yeah.
Gotten 2 that way now.
I've got Carmilla with a 21. Perfect. I've got Ella with a 20. Then I've got Anthea. Then I've got Lyric, Sindri, Mimic. All right.
I would
so,
like to point out that I called it was a mimic the moment you said it was pink and purple.
Mimic's
I was like,
fine.
mimic!
It is going to still be attached to your finger there, Lyric, and is going to open itself. As it's opened, the ballerina is going to reform into a slathering tongue, and it is going to attempt to bite you. I'm gonna spend a hurt them more because I'm tired of 2s. There we go. It is. It's gonna. God damn it. It's gonna bite you on the tip of the finger for 2 points of damage. It's just gonna go hung. You're gonna take 2 points of acid damage as this 6-inch mimic hangs onto your finger. That is my turn, Carmilla.
Wonderful. I will attack it? I don't, because it's little, right?
It's little. You'll have disadvantage to attack it while it's hanging onto Lyric's hand.
Okay. Can I
you
grapple it instead?
You can try to grapple it.
Okay, athletics, right?
Yep, athletics to try to grab it.
Ooh, that's gonna be a +5 is 23.
23, you grab onto it and are now grappling it. So you're holding onto one end of this like a finger trap, basically, with Lyric on the other side. And I'm gonna spend a drama bomb because it's funny. Lyric, can you and Carmilla both roll an athletics test?
That is only a 13.
13?
I think I have a 15 and whatever my Jack of all trades adds to it.
Perfect. All right. So, Lyric, you are not pulled off your feet as Carmilla grabs onto you, but you are kind of like pulling on this mimic. I'm gonna make a con save for the mimic. 1 sec. Okay, cool. The mimic is fine, but you're going to see that like it's got itself wrapped around you. Like its tongue where it bit you, you're kind of like siphoning out of its mouth like an oyster or another bivalve, and you're seeing that it's kind of being stretched like a rope between the two of you, going Ellasandra.
I would like to slice down and just chop it.
You may do so. I will not give you disadvantage because there is a restraint, but if you botch, you're taking off Lyric's finger.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. You are going to bring your blade down there, almost cutting Lyric's finger, but not doing so. Roll me damage.
9.
9. How do you do it?
I think I'd just cleanly slice it in half so the sides just kind of go.
it drops to the ground in a couple of pieces and starts rapidly trying to shift through shapes to try to survive, turning into like approximations of like bad music boxes, approximations of like potions. It turns into like a dagger for a minute with a bunch of spikes on the handle that nobody would want to grab. You think it turns into some type of marital aid for a second, and then it dissolves into goo.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Whoa.
Mimic.
I'm sorry. I just thought it was a music box. You sing and play music. I didn't realize. I thought it was really
It
pretty.
nearly- And then it nearly took my finger off, so great. It's not like I need those to play my instruments or anything. This
I
is
mean,
fine.
we can fix that.
Can we get out of here?
Okay.
Please.
I see why they boarded this room up. This room sucks.
I mean,
What
there's
did
some
you get up there,
gold
Carmilla?
and some scrolls and a mimic.
Sorry, what
Why
did
did
say,
you
Christine?
include the mimic in the list of good things?
It was pretty.
It was a good learning
Pretty
experience.
atrocious.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, Christine, what did you say? You said something.
Ella was asking Carmilla if she'd found anything up there.
Oh, it was just this. Because that's the box that
That's the scroll box. that
Ellasandra
you found.
saw, right? Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yes, that
opening it
was
and
it.
taking a peek inside, there is a scroll of Revivify.
Hell yeah.
And I would remind that Anthea and Alessandra can use that.
Nice. Very cool.
I feel like
Right.
Anthea should probably
Yes.
hold on to it because Alessandra's more likely to be the one who needs it.
Yeah.
And
So true.
as you set back down on the ground, you are going to hear a booming voice echo through the castle.
Oh,
Well then, are you coming to your doom or not? You have to the count of 30 before I gut this dwarf like a fish.
I fear we have lost the.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
oh.
I really hoped we could have said opted no, but off we go.
Can I get that healing potion, Anthea, that you found in the chest? Because I'm still at 14.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got
Thanks.
distracted.
Sorry, I
20!
let's
19.
run.
Here you go.
Chug it on the run.
She'll probably toss it because my speed's way less than yours.
Question.
Yes.
Since the fight with the Grell, how long time-wise has it been?
Since the fight with the Grell, I would say like
5 minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Excellent. I still have 8 minutes of Shield of Faith left.
All right. With that, you rush to the north toward the sound of that bellowing voice. And of course, your friend. Which is where we're going to pick up in just a moment after this break. Hey folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Break time! Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we talk to you, the chat. Markiplier voice engaged. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Also, welcome back, Sheldon from Australia. I put you back on the list, so you should be there. You should have no problems getting past the bouncer. Also, hello, GM Adam Codicilius, or Codicillus, as well as Buddy and everybody else. Oh, Random, good to see you too. I hope you're all doing well tonight. I hope you're doing very well. I'm very sleepy for some reason. So I've got 2 Hurt the Moors and 3 Something Good Happens. We've already pre-rolled initiative to save time, which is going to be great. Lazader, see you later, Lazader. 80, good to see you as well. So I hope you're having fun tonight. We are going to be getting into this combat. Game's taking a little while longer than I expected, which means that I have no idea how long we're actually going to be in the next area. But I think we're going to be ending tonight on a good point. Plus, I love it when they give you a scroll of Revivify, because it means I can totally just kill one of you. No fear at all. So besides that, you guys doing okay? Everything going okay?
Do we not still require the diamond for it?
Nope, it's built into the scroll.
Wow.
As far as I understand, like that's why.
Yep, the components go into the scroll.
Yeah, that's why they're great. There are a couple of things like there's some rules that I've read recently that I'm considering adopting into my own games. That are kind of cool. I was thinking about potions because like my potion use, I use potions as a bonus action. And I roll for health for you, and I reroll ones because that sucks. So if you're like, you use a potion that costs like 100 gold and it gives you like, 3 hit points. That's pretty rough. But I was thinking of, and I forget if this was a Baldur's Gate rule or if this is a rule that I picked up from maybe XP to level 3. Or it was inspired by it. But the idea is that when you drink a potion, if you drink a potion as a bonus action, you roll. But if you take a full action to drink the potion, you get max hit points from it.
Ooh.
Because you get
That's
every
cool.
little bit, you don't rush. I kind of like that rule. It means potions are way more effective. Because I'll tell you what, playing Baldur's Gate 3, the most frustrating thing in the world is when you have like an 8d6 health potion or some I'm picking a number out of my head. But you have like one of the massive health potions, and it's like maximum of 64 healing, and it's like 20. Because it's always like 20 to 30 for me. It's always middle.
Yep. That sucks.
And then I get punched, right? There are a bunch of other house rules that I'm going to be cooking up. Also, I'm very excited because... Ooh, nice. You've been eating things all night.
I know. I was
Really
having granola bar. I have
Yeah, that's fair. So there are a couple of rules that I'm very excited about. I'm also going to be creating some more stuff for our homebrew games and also for the wiki largely. I'm very excited about that. Because I've been filling out like the entries on our lineages, like elves have gotten a bit of a makeover recently. I'm also doing some work on the sea elves to make them a little more distinct. Anybody who wants to sit in with me on that and do like a build night or something, let me know. Dwarves are getting it next. And Christine and I had a nice talk about dwarves on the way home from work the other day, where I was going through and kind of like outlining why Cadamus is so much in trouble. So, and it's because of their ethics on AI creation, basically. So, that's going to be pretty cool. Halflings are great. So I figured out what happened to Nebria, and I think I know where it is. So Nebria got into a war with Serain and tried to use in like arcane, like old band magic, and accidentally had it eat their country.
Ah, yes, as you do.
And what remains fell into the Underdark, which the arcane energies caused all of the native fungi to mutate, and now they kind of... Has anybody here seen Hell's Paradise, the anime? You probably should. It's literally a Trazelta show. Like Trazelta, every character Traz has ever played is the main character. It's a white-haired, like, tough guy, but with a sensitive side. So that'll be pretty fun.
It's a slim little emo ninja.
Yeah, emo ninja with white hair. Right?
So it's his Argos.
It's his Arcos character, but with more Linkin Park.
So it's his Strixhaven character.
It's basically if you put them in a blender and put it on like crushed ice, it would be the same
Beautiful.
setting. Yeah. So, but it's a pretty good show. Basically, it's the fungi is trying to invade the rest of Argene. So there are these halfling lineages that go around and like are mushroom hunters. Which sounds like it's like, oh, it's a leisurely walk out to the glade to find truffles. In reality, it's riding war pigs into battle against mushroom monsters. Because I gotta make Elos weird, man. I gotta make it weird.
God, I want a war pig now. I didn't know that was an option.
It is
Can I get
now.
a keep Elos weird sticker?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
it's what else did you think a warhog was?
I didn't know about a warhog either.
I'm just making a joke about warthogs.
Biggest pigus.
Biggest pigus. That reminds me of
want a
that thing
war
I
pig.
wrote for Requiem 2nd Edition, where it was Emperor Publicus Porcinius. I love that pig. Love that pig. All right. So, any last things that we should talk about before we head back into game? Oh, quick reminder, y'all. I have submitted our panels for Hey Paladins Archives. Welcome. Thanks for rating. We're about to hop back into game in just a sec. Perfect timing. Phandelver. So I've submitted our panels for Odafest in Calgary. Chris, come to Odafest. Oh, you know you're doing too many big trips. Caitlan, come to Odafest. You can think about it. But we also need to talk about how we're going to get there and figure that out sometime in the next week or two.
Oh, I am probably going to be at, if you are in the Vancouver area, I am probably going to be at the Terminal City Tabletop Convention.
That's the end of March, right?
No, it's at the beginning of March.
Do you need
Streaming for
stickers?
survivors.
Oh,
I
that's right.
might. I am gonna be there. So I will be over in Victoria TsukinoCon weekend. But
By
I
the way,
won't
if
be
you're
at
on Vancouver
TsukinoCon.
Island for SukinoCon, definitely come because we're running 3 panels. I'm running a 4th one, and I'm interviewing the kid from Kindergarten Cop that said boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. And somebody else too.
Amazing.
But that's what I'm gonna.
But most importantly,
yeah,
I'll be at. But yeah, whatever that is, I put it in my. Did I put it in my calendar? I think I did. It's March sometime. No, I did not. I feel like it's like the 22nd
do you need
to
like
the 24th
stickers
of
and stuff
March.
to hand out to people?
I probably will. But I might, if there's still slots available, I might run a couple of games. They want mostly indie ones. So I am probably
Like Indiana Jones? You should do it.
exactly.
You can
No,
borrow
I'm
my
probably
hat.
gonna run the Very Good Dogs of Chernobyl.
Nice.
And possibly Pigeons 11. Which is another game by the same people, but you just play pigeons fucking shit up. So
It's ridiculous.
yes, but no, if you're gonna be there, it's one of the, our friends over at Adventure Dice. They're part of running that convention, so we're gonna go say hi to them.
Ooh, well, that's fantastic. We're going to be at a bunch of cons this year,
Yes,
and we're going to do
thank
our
you,
best to make it
Random.
to Indianapolis. I looked up those flights though; they are expensive.
Yeah, did you check out of Seattle?
I didn't check out of Seattle. I checked out of Vancouver,
'Cause
Victoria.
The train goes from downtown Vancouver straight to Seattle, and then it's a little bus over to the airport. So the train is like $30 or $40.
I can afford 30 or 40 bucks.
So if you're saving more than that in like significantly more than that in flights, because
Well,
flying
just
out of
it-
Vancouver can be very
I
expensive.
mean, that's the whole thing. Is like, is it worth the time, right? Because
that's the difference, right?
This is something that's really funny. Like once you're out of your 20s, you start to realize that your time actually is money, and like
Yeah.
Because like that was like when I was trying to figure out how to get down to visit my mom at Christmas. It was like, I was trying to keep it as low as possible, but it was like, I think I managed to find flights for like 600 a piece round trip, and it was only like a 14-hour day. Mind you, it is 6 hours of flights. That's it. It is basically you just go
Yeah.
boop boop, right? But to get it down to a reasonable amount, a lot of them were like, yeah, it's a 26-hour flight. I'm like, how? One of them had me going to Texas and Atlanta before Kansas City. And Kansas City, for those who don't know America, is in the middle. And the other ones are on the other side. I basically was flying just halfway. It was bad. but it's just like, it's not really worth the $200, you know? Absolutely. All right, so folks, I hope you enjoy spending time with us tonight. We're gonna head back into game, and we're gonna finish Cragmaw Castle. Yes.
Before we finish, Clonacurd very kindly reminded me that I got a ring from our necromancer friend
Yes,
that I
indeed.
believe I put in my pocket.
Oh, yes.
Can you describe what it looked like again?
Absolutely. I would love to. It would be my pleasure. As I frantically look for the page. Well, surprisingly, it looks like, where the fuck is it?
Christine, you have boots of striding and springing.
Yeah,
forget.
and don't forget that you have the boots of striding and springing, whoever has those. I think it's Ella.
Do what?
Yeah, our drow friend gave them to you.
Okay.
Green blown glass.
Oh, that's right. It looks like green blown glass and a single piece of mystical green glass that's stronger than steel.
Right.
And yeah, so if you put that on, let me know.
Sounds good.
And yeah, I'll yeah, it's a mood ring. Disappointed.
And can I roll for the hit points from the healing potion that I chugged on the way into that fight?
Sure. The last thing I want to say to you guys before we hop back in is that I'm like 3 episodes deep into Masters of the Universe Revolution, and yeah, give it a try if you like He-Man. And of course, goddamn, 10 hit points, please.
Thank you. I'm back to full.
Yeah. You're back to full. All right, folks. Any other interjections or ideas or thoughts or anything like that?
Sure.
All right,
Charlie.
Hey. Oh, dog time.
Yeah, he came by. Come here.
Up and a
Come
pup.
say hi. Good boy.
Hi,
Get
Charlie.
your nose out of my wasabi almonds.
Hi,
Oh,
friend.
I finally have the rebuilt Canine on the wiki. So anybody who wants to, go check them out and play them in your games. Because Pack Tactics was too broken, so now they have Pack Solidarity, which is good. I love the Canine so much. I also
You joined a union?
yeah, basically. Well,
Quick
what is-
question.
yeah, what's up?
Boots of striding and springing.
Yeah.
All they do is make your walking speed 30 feet. Right?
So boots of striding and springing, they become 30 feet unless your speed is higher, and it can't be reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor. And you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
Okay. So the only thing that would get me is a 3 times the normal distance.
Does your heavy armor reduce your speed, the plate mail?
I don't think so.
I thought it dropped you to 25.
Does it?
Double check. Nobody ever ends up with plate mail, so I always forget. Let's see. Canine. So they have Pack-Minded. You have advantage on saving throws against fear and charm when at least one of your allies is within 30 feet of you. So basically, they're in a union.
The only thing, like, there's nothing mentioned in the armor table about speed.
No.
Anywhere. So I'm guessing that's an old thing?
That is. Theoretically, actually, Robin just pointed out in the chat that if you gave those boots to Anthea, then she would have a speed of 30 finally.
That's what I was going to say is I don't think Alessandra took them.
Okay.
It didn't make any sense at the time for her to have them beyond the 3 times jump distance. So that was the only benefit.
I think that's probably why this got lost in all this. It was at the end of one of the sessions.
What I do see is that in the table of under heavy armor, that there is a column where it talks the strength. And
But
if you don't have
Alessandra
at least that
strength 18 or so, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're
So
fine.
Well,
that's
no,
where it
strength
comes in, I
16,
think.
but she still
That's
makes
still
it.
above the 15.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you lose 10 feet off your movement.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah. So I think the only reason it lists that is because you can wear heavy armor and be encumbered.
Yeah.
If you're
I
not
think-
doing it right.
I think also, I think the reason that we're held up on this is that it's an old throwback for us from Pathfinder First Edition, where armor affected your speed. So I think that's what's stuck in my head about it. So
Okay.
yeah, probably giving it to Anthea would be good. Although giving it to Carmilla would mean that it wouldn't actually add her speed at all. I just want to see her like run around faster, like Sonic, like vampiric Sonic the like Shadow the Hedgehog.
New.
I love that meme that's like, look into the fire and see your spirit animal, Sonic. And Sonic looks into it and sees a hedgehog, and he's like, cool. And then Shadow looks into it, and it's a hedgehog with a gun. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like these would be a better item if like it was just like gain 10 feet of speed.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why
that would be
pretty
disgusting
basic.
on a monk.
It would be disgusting.
Mobile.
And the last thing
Amazing.
is in the chat, Codicillus asked me what I thought of Masters of the Universe Revelations. I thought it was pretty good. There were a couple of parts of it that I was a little iffy on. I will say they changed the voice actors for Tila between Revelations and Revolutions. It was Sarah Michelle Gellar, and that wasn't quite right. But now, and I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, but it didn't quite fit the character. Now it's Michelle Benoit, the one who is Supergirl. And you know what? She's doing a fantastic job. Her voice is a little lighter, the character's a little younger, and I think it's really, really good. Also, they've got Mark Hamill as Skeletor, and William Shatner's in the new season. So you can't, and watching those two interact is sometimes pretty fun. But yeah, no, it's pretty good. I think this season's better than the first one. There was a lot of complaints because He-Man isn't in the first season very much. And when he is, it's a little weird. But kind of like once he comes back, it's pretty good. All right. So, folks, enough about He-Man until I run the He-Man role-playing game. Remind me. Extra Life. I'll run a He-Man role-playing game. And let's hop back into game because we've got a king to dethrone. Ready? Let's hop back in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, here on Dork Tales. Rushing to the north, you press through door after door, making your way up into your final destiny. Now, I've already had you pre-roll your initiatives for this, so let's just jump into it right now, swapping over. All right, running up, Sindri, you have time to scoff that potion back, or quaff that potion, not scoff, potion. So you quaff that potion and rush up to the north. As you do, it is going to be Anthea, your turn.
I'd like to throw a firebolt in there and just
Okay.
get it started.
All right, so the door is open directly in front of you. As you rush up the door, you can see several figures inside of the room. Inside of this room, you see this chamber has been set up as a living space with thick furs serving as carpets, old trophies hanging on the walls, and a brazier of coals burning brightly. A large bed stands to the north, and a round table with several chairs stands to the south, near the door that you are standing at. Near the table, on the floor, is an unconscious dwarf who looks badly beaten. His eyes are swollen shut, and his lips are comically large, filled with blood. Looming over the dwarf, you will see that there is a mighty bugbear standing nearby, a snarling wolf, and also a man with a well-groomed beard holding a shimmering glass staff. All right, Anthea, rushing up to the room. What do you do?
I'm gonna throw a fireball. Bolt,
All right.
bolt, firebolt, sorry.
Do it.
I got it right the first time.
Okay, so as you are running up to the door and doing an action, that is going to trigger my held action.
Oh,
And that is a nat 20.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me your attack.
okay. That's a 13.
A 13. Who are you aiming at?
The person with the staff.
That was a total of 13.
Absolutely.
Okay. That is going to hurl toward him, and as it hits, you're going to see it shatter around mage armor that has shimmered
Oh.
into existence. And
Okay.
as you are doing that, from next to the door, stepping out of the shadow, a drow woman with gray skin
Oh.
and bright white eyes is going to appear and is going to crank you with the side of her palm in a very brilliant karate chop. And that is your critical hit.
Okay.
So one moment. You made the wrong mistake by coming here, she says, bringing the chop down into you as you cast the firebolt, causing it to go a little bit wide and be absorbed by that shield. Anthea, that is going to be 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okie doke, she's down. But I think Squish might still be up.
Squish is still up.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna patoo at her very angrily.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, 21 to hit.
21 is going to definitely be a hit. Roll me damage.
All right. Oh. 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. All right. As you collapse to the ground, Squish angrily goes patoo and smashes into her body. All right. That was her turn. That is Anthea's turn. And now it is King Grohl. King Grohl is going to let out a roar and charge forward to where Lady Alessandra is. He lashes out, stepping on top of Anthea's body, and is going to make 2 attacks against you. Okay, well, he doesn't surprise you at least. So that is a 13 and a 9. I'm going to spend a hurt them more to re-roll one of those. There we go. That's going to be a 23.
That does hit.
Okay. That is going to be... He steps forward over Anthea's body and says,
No one survives my castle.
and is going to whip a Morning Star around, and it is going to collide with your armor, slamming you against the wall for a total of 12 points of piercing damage. Okay, that is King Grohl. Now we are at Sindri's turn.
All right. Fuck. So I'm beside Lady Alessandra, so I'm gonna go flurry of blows. So all attacks into our friend. What's his name again?
King Grohl. He's Dave Grohl.
My first attack is a miss. Then my martial arts attack 1 is gonna be a 23.
Pathetic wolf.
All right, that's going to hit for sure.
That's gonna be 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. That is going to crank his head back. This old bugbear is going to see blood dribbling out of his nose where you've struck him.
And then a 21.
A 21 will hit as well. Give me damage.
Yeah. And that's gonna be 8 points of damage. So that's gonna be a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage. So I'm just going to, seeing Anthea go down, he's gonna try and just like push him back, like effectively just like hitting him in the chest over and over again, just to give space.
Tell you what, so spending a something good happens. In your fury, you're going to push him back off Anthea's corpse. All right, that is your turn. Next down the initiative, we have Glassstaff, who is going to let out a... You fools, you never should have come here. I'll finish what I started last time. And he is going to take a step up and around... he's going to go right about here. He can see Sindri where Sindri pushed. Sindri, I need you to make me a... Your mind is weak. Make me a wisdom save, if I'm not mistaken.
Is this against being charmed?
No. This is against being held.
Oh, fuck that. Where's my d20? Does a 17 resist?
Oh god, yes it does.
Or 16, sorry, 16.
What does a 16 resist? Yes, it does. All right, so you hear the sound of a spell being cast. Hold! And you are going to duck under the magical, but almost like parentheses around your body that kind of clash in. You're going to duck back around them, and you're going to hear blast. And it is Alisandra's turn.
Okay. God damn it. Anthea's right there. Can I dance forward and I guess hit him?
Yeah,
and then
you
I
can
guess slide to the side without leaving his threatened area, but not standing directly on Anthea then?
Yes, but you are going to be threatened by the drow.
Okay, can I like step over Anthea and kind of shove her back with a foot without really taking my action? Just using all my movement to do that?
I have a slight play for my turn to get her out of there. That may require something good happens, but I think I can get her out of there.
I have 2 of those.
Okay.
So, whatever you can do. I'm assuming that Squish does not take up space and is kind of stuck to the wall right now.
Okay.
You can stand over her protectively.
Okay, I will bonus action, channel divinity, regain a spell slot, and attack this asshole.
Okay, go ahead. Make me an attack roll.
Fuck him up.
You know what? I'm going to spend a hurt them more. My last one, make that with disadvantage.
Fuck. I hate you.
What'd you get?
The dice that I would have rolled for that
Yeah.
did get a nat 20. Because it's the sparkly one that Christa gave me. So there goes that great roll.
Okay.
Oh, I can't do fuck all. Damn it. I wanted to at least hit hard before I die.
Do you
How much is
still have Bardic? Did you use your Bardic?
No,
No,
that
she
got
used it.
used ages ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
And it was also long enough ago, I think it would be done.
Yeah.
That is going to be 23 to hit.
Okay, it's still going to hit.
Yeah, but you took away my good ass hit. 11.
11 points of damage. All right, stepping over Anthea, you are going to plunge your blade deep, and the old bugbear is going to look stunned from your assault. He is beyond bloodied. He is damn near decimated at this point. Are you doing anything else?
I've done a bonus action, and there's nothing else I can do.
All right, sounds good. He's gonna stumble against the wall, leaving a streak of blood as he readies his Morningstar for his turn, and is going to yell,
Snarl! Take her down!
and as he says that, can you please do me a favor and make me a strength save?
Dirty 20.
Damn. Okay, as he does that, he shouts and ducks, and the direwolf behind him launches himself at you. But is going to be rebuked by you, and will not push you back, but instead will tumble down onto the desk, knocking everything down with a clatter, as it rights itself up and snarls with a... All right, and it is Lyric's turn.
Oh boy, oh boy. This is not great.
Does Lyric go before me? I rolled a 5.
Oh, then
pardon.
you go before me. That's true.
All right, my
Mostly because
bad.
I want to use you for my
Carmilla,
way to get Anthea
and then
away.
Lyric.
Yes,
Okay.
please use me.
So I am going to step forward and I am going to take a swing at this guy.
Okay. He will have a slight bonus from
And-
the diagonal, but not much.
Okay, that's gonna be a 19.
That will hit.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use a maneuvering strike. Lyric, get Anthea! And I will have Lyric
Ooh.
use her movement to, I think she has just enough movement to run up. Now this is where something good happens, is to use something good happens to grab Anthea and use the rest
Done.
of her movement backwards. Okay.
Absolutely.
Does that sound fair to everybody?
Okay.
And she could
Okay.
also just
So-
run through, grab her, and move
Yeah,
her to the end of the
5,
corridor behind
10,
Alessandra and Sindri.
15. Yeah. So I was gonna 15 to get right behind Alessandra and grab Anthea and then pull.
Perfect.
All right, you absolutely can do
Fantastic.
that. Roll me damage.
So that is going to be... So it's going to be 15 damage.
15 damage. Tell me how you do it to King Grohl, to Dave Grohl. How do you kill him?
I think she's just going to come up, and as Alessandra kind of gets hit by this wolf and just sort of reaches back on her sort of reach back, this massive sword is just going to come around and down, just like straight into his collarbone.
I'm King Grohl.
You said no one survives this castle. That includes you.
And he collapses to the ground. The wolf is going to let out a howl of sorrow.
And then she's going to lean around the door and point her sword at Glassstaff and say, "And you're next, ass staff."
Oh, really? How droll. That's the best he could do for that one. All right, Lyric, you're up.
Okay, so step 1 is cast Cure Wounds on Anthea, because I think that's a really good
thank you.
idea.
All right,
I
perfect.
haven't been very helpful. I don't know.
That is, how many points do you recover? That is 11 hit points, because I rolled pretty okay.
Thanks.
Alright, what can I do as a bonus action now that I've done that? Not much. I think that was my main thing. Although, I think she will look down at your tool belt and will look at the scroll of the scroll, curiously, but I don't know if anyone actually said that it was a scroll of silence. So, that's about it. I think that's my turn.
All right, sounds good. Top of the initiative again. It is going to be the drow. The drow is going to, you know what? She's going to take the risk. She is going to rush back across the room. So, Alessandra, you can make me an opportunity attack.
Get her.
17 to hit.
That is going to be a hit. Roll me damage. And is this a regular attack?
Are you smiting or anything?
Because you can smite on any attack.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was on like a normal attack, not a reaction.
It's like a sneak attack. You can do it anytime you as
I
long
think
as you have a
I
spell
think you
slot.
can only use the spell attacks.
Yeah,
like the
the
specialty
spell
smites?
smites. Yeah,
Smite, yeah.
but divine smites
Okay.
anytime. Which you now realize with Tunnel Fighter is one of the things that everyone's been afraid of.
Ah, okay. 13 radiant damage and 9 normal damage.
Ooh, damn. Okay, 22 points of damage. She is bloodied. Your divine light is going to flare up and is going to strike her across the back and side as she rushes forward, and is going to skid across the floor next to the unconscious dwarf, and is going to raise her hand to his throat. Take one more step, and I'll give you his head. And she's going to hold an action. Anthea.
Oh my goodness. What happened? I actually have a question.
I have an answer.
So if it says, oh no, where'd you go? Oh no, there you are. If it says, if you or the homunculus dies, is that dies, or is that
Dies.
unconscious dies?
Unconscious
Okay,
is
'cause it
unconscious
does
and
say if
die is
you're-
die.
Incapacitated, the homunculus can take any action of its choice.
Yes. That is incapacitated.
Righto. Okay. I was like, or else it's not down 3 hit points. Ooh. Yeah, I was also thinking that. Okay. She's gonna take half her movement, stand up because she's probably still on her ass,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go after. I mean, why not try it again? Except this time I'm gonna try shooting with an arrow. Crossbolt, bolt. Crossbolt.
Okay.
Let's go. Attack. Glass staff. The guy with the staff. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
A 17 to hit will hit.
Yeah.
His mage armor's not going to cover that.
Yeah. Get him. All right. Gonna be 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. That is going to catch him high in the stomach, and he is going to grunt with pain. Ooh, good hit,
Yeah.
Anthea. And is Squish going?
Squish is going. Squish. You can do this. Pachoo! Oh, I was so close to actually being a hit. No. That'll be 10.
If it was so
Not that close.
Yeah, I don't think 12 is going to be so much better. So
All right.
I'm going to hold that.
All right, sounds good. It's going to crackle against his magical barrier. And anything else you're doing on your turn?
Oh, can I object interact
Yes,
and
of
like
course.
notice that Lyric was looking at the scroll and be like, shh, and hand it to Lyric.
Okay. Sindri, it is your turn.
So out of character moment. Do I know that we have this scroll revivify? Was it like
Carmilla, did you explain what it was? I'm assuming you probably would have said.
I would have had to ask what it was because I
Oh, that's
would have known. Yeah, that would have been said aloud.
You know what? I'm gonna spend your last something good happens to say that it was. There we go. That's what these panel buys are for.
okay? Fucking sweet. In that case, I'm going to use my key point for patient defense. And I have 40 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15. Actually, I'll go right up to the spider.
Okay. So as you rush in, she sees you coming at fast speed and is gonna go, "I warned you, glory to the spider," and is gonna pull Gundren's head around with a snap, breaking his neck. All right, your turn.
Yep, I hate this. I hate this a lot. Let's hope I don't fuck this up. Do I provoke attacks of opportunity from the wolf?
Oh yes, you will. Thank you.
So I have dodge, so it's disadvantage.
Okay, good. So it's going to be flat because you have killed the wolf's master, and I'm spending my last drama bomb to make him enter a bloodthirsty "you killed my master" rage.
Sure.
I rolled a 3. Oh god damn it! I rolled the curse dice. So I let it back into my bin, and it betrayed me. All right.
Okay. Because it made an attack against me, can I rule that I jumped over the wolf as it bit at me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dramatic flare, yeah.
Oh.
And I'll go in for my staff attack, and that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit her.
So let's go with poison damage on this one.
Perfect.
And that's going to be 10 points of poison damage.
Oh, that's a good hit.
So just like it takes on like that pale noxious green that Venom Fang belched at us, and just gonna overhead crack her with it, and then go in for his martial arts attack.
As you hit her with this solid attack, you are going to see she spins around, and as she does, you hit her so hard in the face that her jaw dislocates. But it dislocates like it's stretching clay for a moment. And as it does, she like leans forward from that impact. And you're going to see the huge cut that Lady Ellasandra did has cut through not only, how to phrase this, it's cut into the meat of her back, but the cuts are serrated along her clothing as if they're made of flesh as well.
Ew.
And are starting to re-bleed back together. Your second attack.
I crit.
Beautiful. Give me damage.
So that is so it's double the dice, not double the stat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Fixed numbers are the same. Dice are doubled.
So that's 10 points of, and let's go with holy golden fire damage for this one.
As you strike her again, her eyes change color and her face starts to lose its pallor, becoming almost a purplish gray but like a very matted, purplish, grotesque, rubbery skin. And your last attack.
I don't get it because I used my key point for patient defense.
You can't you use multiple key points? Oh no, you take your bonus action. That's right.
Yeah.
To do patient defense.
So I will just shove my flaming hand into her chest and just rip it around and then pull it out. And I'll look over at Glassstaff and say, Silda warned me you sucked, and just like fling the gore onto him.
Oh, grotesque. And he is going to see you with the fire and is going to reach to his pocket, pull out a scroll, and is going to, this is a 15-foot cone or 30-foot cone. He is going to rip it out and go, Binding Ice! And there's an explosion of energy, and I need Sindri, Ella, Anthea, and Lyric to all make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, and Squish. Let's see what we've got.
So hold on one sec. I'm not looking at the chat yet.
Mhm.
But can I put inspiration, because we're doing the rolling inspiration?
Oh, the termination, you mean?
Yeah, from the crits.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're absolutely right.
To Lady Alessandra, who can see me.
Okay.
I'm not looking at the chat. I have my hand covering my window. So.
Okay, I'll trust you on that. So, Alessandra, you can re-roll using that inspiration if you'd like. Okay. So, looking down the initiative, what did you get, Ella?
16.
16. All right. Sindri.
19.
Perfect. Then Lyric.
9.
All right. And Anthea for Squish and Anthea.
So for Anthea, she got a 21 and Squish got a 19. We rolled
Perfect.
really well this time.
Perfect. All right. A
It's gonna matter.
brilliant cone of cold rips out, covering the floor. It is going to rip through all of you, but most of you are going to succeed. That is going to be... okay, so it's half if you succeed. The DC was 14. So that is going to be, if you succeeded, you are going to take 5 points of cold damage. Is Anthea still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you failed, you are going to take 10 points of cold damage. Don't forget to give it to Squish. And Lyric, the ice is going to strike out and is going to encase your feet.
Squish is still up. He had 6
Okay.
hit points.
Beautiful. And you are frozen in place. Your speed has been dropped to 0. You can still move and do things, or you can still do things, I should say. But you are frozen in place. The ice has wrapped up around your knees. All right. That is Glassstaff's turn. Alessandra.
All right. I don't want to get the attack of opportunity from this wolf. So Glassstaff's
you-
still standing there, though, right?
You won't because you're not leaving his threatened area.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're the special one that gets him for moving through.
So yeah, you can rush right up to Glassstaff.
That is going to be a 21.
A 21 is an absolute hit. Roll me damage.
Fuck you, dude.
Haha, max damage.
What is that? Are you smiting?
I cannot. I get 3 spell slots.
Okay.
Total. I had to use a channel divinity last turn to get 1 back.
Didn't you only use 1 spell though? How many? You did 1 smite last game.
Smite on the
1
ground.
last game. Shield of Faith.
Oh, Shield
Yeah.
of Faith. Thank you.
And then smite again.
Okay.
And then channel divinity, smite again.
All right. Cool. So, how much damage did you do this guy?
12.
12. All right. You are going to bring your sword down. Are you stabbing or slicing?
No, I'm using Hue.
Oh, pardon me, you're using
I
Hue.
want that +1. Thank you very much.
It is going to slam into his
Is he
side.
wooden by any chance?
He is not. He's more glass than wooden. But you are going to cleave right into his side. Blood explodes in chunks out through his robe as you shatter through his mage armor. He is damn near dead.
Cool.
And
Okay, so that was the action.
pardon me 1 second. So that is
Bonus action,
Okay.
can I kick his staff away?
No,
Okay.
no. You can enter your patient defense or your tunnel fight though.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Rhymes Binding Ice is not a concentration spell, so I do not have to maintain concentration on that. The wolf is going to turn to you, seeing that you killed its master, and is going to make an attack on you. That is going to be... Oh, that's going to be a hit. Ooh, actually, it might not be with your... that is a 22. So I believe that does hit.
That just meets.
Okay, I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
That is going to be 22.
Okay, you are not knocked prone, but the wolf is going to lunge against you and is going to deal 9 points of piercing damage as it bites through the
I drop.
top. You drop? Okay. It is going to bite you by the calf and pull you down to the ground, dropping you unconscious. And then it is Carmilla. Carmilla! Lady Alessandra has collapsed to the ground.
Glassstaff's looking pretty rough, right?
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna go and try to slice his head off.
Okay. So you can move through Carmilla. You can move over Alessandra down beneath him as rough terrain. So go ahead.
Perfect. That'll be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit. How do you do it?
Okay.
Physiologically,
also
there's
going to-
no way possible that you can roll less than 2 on damage.
I'm also going, before I do, as I run in, I'm going to use maneuvering. Actually, hang on.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't have any superiority dice left, I don't think. We haven't had a short rest since last
No,
game, have
you
we?
did not take a short rest.
So no, I can't do that because I was going to try to get Alessandra out of the way. Yeah, I'm just going to sort of leap in, kind of stand over top of Alessandra, and just cleave, chopping the staff in two, and then going straight through his head, or through his neck. Just
Okay,
decapitating him.
you're decapitating him. His head will
Yeah.
topple to the ground with the sound of an upturned gourd. Do you do anything else?
Delicious.
Do you still have your action
I
surge?
do. I don't think I used my action surge last game.
I don't believe you did after the short rest.
Yeah, because we did have a short rest the previous one. Okay.
Yes.
All right. In that case, I am going to kind of just continue this swing and try to bring it around to the wolf.
Sounds good. Make me an attack roll.
That is a nat 20.
Beautiful. Who do you give the advantage to from this?
Who's next in initiative?
Next
Lyric? I'll give it to
initiative
Lyric.
is Lyric. Yeah.
Okay. And that is a 2d10. D10 and D10. Oh, that's not too bad. 19 damage.
Holy crap, 19 damage. That is going to slash across one of the wolf's eyes, causing it a great amount of pain. It is going to let out a tremendous howl, and it is absolutely bloodied. This thing is definitely on its way out.
Just before just to make sure that it doesn't go for Alessandra to like ragdoll it, I'm gonna like growl at it in kind of like an attempt of like trying to show dominance so that it will come after me, not her.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Lyric, it is your turn. What are we doing? You are frozen
So
in ice.
is there a roll to break free from the ice? Or do you take like an action? How do you...
You are hindered by ice for 1 minute or until another creature within reach uses its action to break away the ice.
So I could use my action to break the ice. on
You
myself.
cannot free yourself, according to the spell.
That implies that it's immobilizing you completely, so you can't even cast anything, though.
I think it's so, like, you can't bend at the waist to unbreak it, I think is what it's saying.
Okay. Okay.
So, tell another creature within reach. Yeah, so you have to have another creature do this one, unfortunately.
Okay. Strange wording. It specifies another creature?
Yeah, specifically.
Okay. Okay, in that case, my plan, because I can only see so far into the room, I see some of my allies are down.
You can see both of the enemies from your angle, though, just barely.
I don't think I can, because that takes me through the, like, I can't, I'm behind Anthea.
She is
not that she's
small,
blocking me, but
and you were standing very
door,
upright. The wolf was holding on to Alessandra, so I'm going to say that it's definitely inside of her square. And from where you are, I can draw a line to the drow.
If I was on the very corner of my square, I could, but I don't know if I was. So I think because you're saying she's immobile, I don't think she would be able to make that angle. Okay. So I don't think I can see her. And I can see from where I am at the front of my square.
Mm-hmm.
I can see possibly edge of wolf.
You can see the edge of wolf for sure.
Yeah. I could potentially see the drow person, but I don't think it's very clear. Either way, I think they would probably both have some protection from partial cover. From the distance and angle. Yeah. So what that means to me, because I can see that one of my allies is down, and I can see, what's his face?
Mm-hmm.
At the back there.
Yeah, Glassstaff is down, and
Glassstaff went down. I'm gonna take a chance.
Okay, take a chance.
A Gundren, yeah. I'm gonna take a chance, and that chance is I'm gonna cast Sleep at a 2nd level.
Okay.
Yep.
I can't be slept, so I don't count against it.
This is true.
Beautiful. Okay, so at 2nd
Alessandra's
level,
already
it becomes
unconscious. Gundren's dead.
68. Okay, 1 second. I need to roll 68.
Okay, do it.
I'm gonna do it this way. I believe that's the right one. I said 68. Wow, that is shitty rolls. Okay. Total of 19 hit points, starting at the lowest.
19
I'm
hit points.
doing from the center of basically where Glassstaff went down, and I'm just going. It's a 20-foot. Within 20 feet of a point.
Okay, the drow is going to look at you as that burst. It's going to kind of lean around the door going, "What the hell was that?" And then her face is going to sag, and she is going to shift back into a purple-skinned doppelganger and fall face first on the ground. All right, she is unconscious. The wolf is going to go and sneeze out the tension from that. But the wolf is not asleep. Okay. All right. Lyric, top of the initiative. The doppelganger loses her turn because she's asleep. Let's go to Anthea.
She's asleep for 1 minute.
Okay. Let's see here. You help me, I'll help you. I'm gonna take out my hammer from my tool belt and smash the ice.
Nice. All right, so taking an action, you can free her from the ice.
Get him, Squish.
All right, and
One
Squish.
left.
Squish is gonna see that wolf. Do it, Squish.
Get him.
Get him.
Squish. Get him.
Come on, Squish. Engage your bloodlust.
Engage. What the? An 8's not gonna hit. Eh?
An 8 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. All right, so there's a patoo as Squish launches. See, Squish really likes dogs, so this is very hard for Squish. All right.
Understandable, Squish.
Understandable, Squish. I feel bad about this. Okay, King Grohl is dead. Sindri, you are up. Your opponent has fallen asleep on the ground.
I've seen Lurk do this trick before. Lurk's done this trick today. Thanks, Lyric. And we'll run and is Carmilla standing on top of Lady Alessandra?
No, she is off to the side.
Okay, so I'll stand alongside you and make sure that the wolf's not going to get to the body.
Okay,
Cool.
sounds
Yeah, she's
good.
trying to like push her way into. It doesn't reflect on the map, but visually that's what she's doing.
All right,
So-
sounds good.
So I'll do flurry of blows to get 3 attacks this turn.
Do it.
How did I lose my d20 on my tabletop? So with a staff, that is an 11. Not probably not going to hit.
not.
So going to go
The
with my
dog
melee
dodges
attack.
the stick.
16 to hit.
All right, the stick found the dog for a change.
So that's going to be my martial arts attack. So that is
Oh, sorry, you whack. Bad dog.
yeah. So 7 points of damage.
Okay,
Uh,
you're gonna hit it right on the
and
nose.
yep. And there is a 24 or 22.
24, and that's with the stick.
No, that's another melee attack. My martial arts attacks have to be with melee.
Oh, that's
or,
right. That's right.
Have to be unarmed.
Okay,
And that's
so
going to be 8 points of fire damage.
8 points of fire damage. This wolf is singed and enraged, but is still up as it snarls at you and Carmilla, backing against the wall in a bloodthirsty rage. Glassstaff is definitely dead. Ellasandra, can you do me a favor, my friend? You are still unconscious. Can you please tell me what is holding you to this realm of existence? What are you thinking about as you lie in state?
I think just this burning, like, I haven't proved them wrong yet. I can't prove them right.
Okay. You have a flash momentarily of your parents arguing, talking to your other siblings as they're doing training exercises. One of your siblings says, "Shouldn't we go get Ella?" And your mother says, "She needs to stay inside where it's safe. You know she's not strong enough for this." Snarl the wolf is going to let out a howl and is going to pounce on Carmilla. Carmilla, that is going to be a 20, unnatural.
That does it.
Okay, make me a strength save, please. The wolf is going to bite hard into your thigh, burying its feet under where your borrowed armor, or your new armor, rests. That is going to deal a total of 12, 13, 11 points of piercing damage.
That takes me there we go, math. And I rolled an 8 on my strength save.
All right, so you asked for it, you got it. It bites into your thigh, pulls you off your feet, and has you knocked on the ground. Its fangs bared over you, and it's your turn.
Can I attack from prone?
You can. You have disadvantage to do so.
Okay, I'm less than half my health, so I get advantage to bite. So I will roll flat.
You roll flat.
Beautiful.
Here it comes.
That is a 21.
How do you do it?
Okay, I'm gonna roll for my health back first. But
Woman
yes.
bites dog.
4. So I get 4 health back. It bites in. She's just kind of going full feral and just like leaning into the wolf side of her. She has family members that turn into wolves, I'm sure, or has had in the past. It's not just bats. And so she's just going to reach up for the scruff of this thing's neck and just find like the deepest jugular that she can get to right through the fur and just rip it apart so that it's like spraying everywhere and just like latches on.
All right. The blood sprays everywhere, and as it lets out a howl, a final deathly howl against your fangs, the wolf drops. And our combat has ended.
Okay.
Lady Alessandra.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then
go heal. Because I have one more cure, one more first level spell. I'm gonna go use that on the first level cure, and I have a potion of healing, which
Sounds
we're gonna dump
fantastic.
down someone's throat.
Okay, you're pouring it down, Lady Alessandra.
Yeah, we'll have to free. Oh, I'm free. I'll free
You are
Anthea
free.
in a second. Sorry.
Oh, I'm fine.
She's free.
I've already been free.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
I guess the spell ended. It wasn't a cool.
No, she wasn't frozen.
No, I wasn't frozen.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Okay, so pouring it down Alessandra's throat. Alessandra, you're going to gain 8 hit points
Woohoo!
and snap back to attention. Looking around the room, you can see that the doppelganger is still asleep on the floor, and Gundren is lying there, a bone sticking out the edge of the side of his throat, from where his vertebra has snapped.
So, Sindri's gonna walk over and crush the head of the doppelganger with
Okay,
his staff. Just in and squish.
Coup de grace.
not exactly the most sporting, but hey, her head collapses, or its head collapses in as you bring the staff down, connecting its tip down against the floor.
Does someone have that scroll?
It could be Alessandra
Right, and that's
or...
something I can use, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you.
Yeah, so she's closest. She'll roll over and like try and slap him with that
Okay.
because it's within the last minute. We have seconds to finish this.
Yep. Okay. So, using a spell scroll in D&D, congratulations. It's a higher level, so I need you to make me an ability check. So, the difficulty is going to be 13.
Okay.
Do you have any
So
more
this is a-
bardic?
So it's charisma, DC 13.
Okay. And that's not a save, that's a check, right?
It is a check,
Nuts. Save means I add my proficiency.
right?
Well, I rolled 14, so
Okay.
I add 3.
All right, holding the scroll out in front of you, you unfurl it, speak the words engraved in it in Celestial, and the magic flows out from you. And with a loud, you watch his head turn back around the right way.
I think Alessandra flinches heavily at that.
And you watch his chest rise and fall again with the sound of an old dusty bellows inflating. He is unconscious,
Gundren.
but stable.
Should we
Okay.
go back to the town?
Probably.
We should probably try and barricade this room and sleep.
That's also a good idea.
I agree.
Okay. Just. Yeah.
Sindri's just gonna walk over and like put his hand on Gundren's chest and just feel it rise, and just kind of sit there.
Here, I can do a little more. And this is where Lyric's gonna kind of kneel next to Gundren and is going to put a hand out and is going to use her last spell slot for a cure wound.
Perfect, roll it.
That should be 9 hit points.
All right. His eyes are going to flicker open. And just like you imagine Gundren Rockseeker to do, the first thing he does after seeing you, his eyes are going to focus, and he feels around for his broad-brimmed hat that covers that bald spot that's working its way into his crown. Oh, where's my... Hey! How y'all doing? I had the weirdest dream.
It's so good to see you.
Oh,
Depending on the dream, it might not have been a dream.
oh. I had a dream I met with... Oh,
Felt like there were angels there. Beautiful angels with pitchforks and red skin. That was the most wonderful place.
Sounds like dwarven heaven to me.
Might not have been a dream.
Y'all came for me.
Of course.
I thought I was a goner. They've been trying to interrogate me for days.
He looks down at the ground, his eyes shadowing.
I wish I could say I held up to it.
That's okay. You're alive, and that's what matters.
Holy shit. What happened to these fuckers?
He looks around at the dead bodies on the ground.
Up at Carmilla with just like gouts of blood and fur all over her mouth.
Oh, wait, is there a brazier in this room?
There is.
Yes.
Oh, you know what time it is.
While Sindri does his dark work,
I'm kidding on that. I'm kidding on that.
I'm gonna say, when did this become a thing? I only missed one game.
It was an
I did it
important
twice
game.
in one session.
They had a bad day.
What were they asking of you, Gundorin?
My brothers and I, we were out prospecting. We found it. Me and Nundro and Tharden, we found Wave Echo Cave.
Huh?
Some bitch, yeah. Some bitch named the Spider found out about it. And he captured us.
He took your brothers?
I think so. He said he had them. Well, they said he had them.
Afraid of us.
Do you
Knowing
know where
secret
you are now?
Weeks.
Some gosh darn castle. With shit stonework. Obviously human. No offense.
You
I'm only
would
half
know.
offended.
Wait, yeah, sorry, Carmilla.
No, we just need to figure out if we can get you back to Phandelver from here before we go try to find your brothers.
I would really appreciate that. Look, I probably ain't in the right head for negotiating right now. But you get me back to Phandelin. I'll give you each 25 gold as thanks. That's all I got on me. But, well, that's all I got in my safe anyway. But if you go and take care of that sumbitch, I'll give the lot of you 10% of the mine, of its profits once we get it up and running. Collectively, 10%. I ain't that knocked upside the head.
You mean the lost mine in the Wave Echo Cave area that was supposed to be a myth?
He looks at you and gives you a...
You know it.
Any idea who this spider is?
I think I'm hearing things. No. I ain't got no idea.
Well, he's putting out bounties for us. Well, 2 of us so far.
Best I can tell, this drow woman, wherever she is,
Not so drow.
her name was, Virith? Virith? She was saying that she was with the spider. Goes to think that he's probably a drow.
Well, I believe we... Yeah, that was her.
not so drow after all.
Huh.
So perhaps the spider's also not so... Well, may be anyone, really. But not you! We checked that!
Like you? Like how?
What?
He tucks his shirt back in, gives you kind of a side eye.
I'm grateful, but
We
I'm not
used to-
that grateful, Lyric.
We used healing magic.
Mhm.
It wouldn't have
Okay.
worked the same if you were one of them.
No.
Well, he thinks about that for a minute.
Yeah, that story checks out. I don't know magic.
Listen, we need to find your brothers, but we also need to find the spider. If the spider's going to be at the miners looking after, or tracking them down, we can cut them off there and stop them from posting fucking bounties on us for the rest of our lives.
Wait, no shit.
Or at least make our bounty amount a little higher. I'm still offended by that.
They put a bounty on you?
Well, not on
Only
me yet.
25 gold. Can you believe it?
Mine's 200.
We just haven't found your bounty yet, Sindri.
Oh shit, well, 200 gold.
Could
Can I turn
exist
you
out
in?
there.
I'm joking. Unless
Well,
I should hope so.
unless you want to do a
perhaps we
sting
should turn-
operation.
perhaps we should turn ourselves in, by which I mean go fucking kill him.
Oh, that works too.
Just take their money as our bounty.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we will take you up on your share of the mine, but we're also taking their money too.
Well, that's good. That's good. You all got a map?
Yes.
Oh, yes, yeah. A couple of them, actually. And we're going to pull out the maps that she's acquired.
Oh, Lyric, you're a good singer, but I think you're an even better cartographer.
I didn't draw these.
Okay. Well,
I-
fuck. Take a compliment, please.
Only if it's earned.
Yeah, you're all right. Here. Anybody got a pen?
Oh, here. Hands over a pen.
And he will mark a
Where's that
spot
real
on-
fancy one?
Yeah, I was thinking, right? He is
It's in my
going
pocket.
to mark a spot on your map that is less than 50 miles away from Phandelver, just in the mountains next to Icespire Peak and the Sword Mountain Range.
It's right there.
Hmm.
I'll give you... he writes some detailed instructions on the back of the map.
Do yourself a favor, make sure this don't go to any of the wrong people. Oh, God, I'm tired.
I think we need to take a minute and recover ourselves, and then it'll get us back to Phandelver.
I think potentially, since we don't have any way of knowing who this spider is yet, we should just not say anything about this.
It's probably a good idea.
Can we? You trust Sildar?
Yeah,
Can we tell him about this?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Not that mayor. He seems useless.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all right. He tries his best. He's just worried about them red brands.
Oh, can we get some good news for you?
Oh, we dealt with those. They're doing community service now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, no wonder it took you so
Ellasandra.
long to get here.
Particularly.
Lady Alessandra is very convincing.
Wait, how many quests do you have to do before you made it up here?
You
Yeah.
have no fucking idea.
It took longer than we intended.
Well, it took
And
longer
nobody
than I
wants to
hoped.
give us a clear direction and just, yeah.
Look,
Everyone asked us to do things before they would help us find you.
honestly,
So
the
really,
folks-
As if it
it's
wasn't
Phandelver's fault.
insensitive or anything.
Look, when me and my brothers first set up shop in Phandelver, I swear, we had to go around collecting beaver pelts, and then we had to go around They wanted us to clear out a mushroom farm. Didn't make any sense to me. I mean, the mushrooms were just hanging out. And then they wanted us to, I mean, it was just quest after quest. Nice guys, but, anyway.
But
I feel
they're
like I'm just
needy.
talking to a wall right now. Ugh. Oh, this wall's pretty fragile. I probably shouldn't lean on it. I hate to break.
God damn it. Boo. Boo at me.
Boo it yourself.
Yeah.
Let us set up watch and take a rest here. We'll barricade perhaps the brazier in front of the door.
Can we also just like rifle through their things?
Absolutely, you can. What you are going to find
please.
is, among the things you are going to find, that there is a very loud-tailed dog,
A puppy?
and there is a pappy. Okay. Looking through the things, you are going to see a morning star, held once by King Grohl himself. You are going to see that the doppelganger was, in fact, naked, but having shapeshifted. You are going to see...
Seems convenient.
make me an investigation roll.
Nope. I won't.
No.
I got a 6. I'm distracted.
Sounds good. Okay. Anybody looting glass staff?
Yeah, I want to take a little peeky peek.
I was trying to, and then I rolled a 2. So,
Can I
7,
help?
I guess?
Anthea?
I like random suggestion in the chat. Charlie
Well,
gives
I
the help
mean-
action. Just randomly shows up and helps the party.
Really?
Like
I'm a
being the cutest
halfling.
boy ever.
Oh,
All right. So,
Sorry, was I able to give help to Anthea?
yeah, you can. I'll allow it.
Okay.
You turn all of his clothes inside out.
yeah. Okay.
No wonder he's evil. He has a tattoo, like an evil tattoo on his butt.
Sorry,
Of a butterfly.
investigation?
Investigation, please.
21.
21? That sounds fantastic. Let me just roll to see what you find. So looking through his possessions, you are going to find a silk pouch that contains charcoal, incense, and high-quality herbs that are likely used as spell components. Looking around through his things, you are going to see that, as well in the pouch, he has a single dosage of Dust of Dryness, marked as such. And looting around, anybody can loot King Grohl. You are going to find 2 things on him. You are going to find that he has a sling in his pocket that is made out of human flesh, marked with runes and goblinese. He also has a swirling potion in his pocket as well, that appears to be a potion of resistance. Looking at it, as of which type of potion of resistance, let's find out. It is a potion of thunder resistance. And finally, he has a small book in his pocket called Foo and How to Fight It. At least that's what you think it says. It's written in Goblin, so you don't really understand.
Truly, one of us needed to learn how to speak Goblin.
Yeah. So
Is there a feat? Is there a language feat?
you just study it. Who's the author? Obviously, Dave Grohl. He was working on it himself. Besides that, you'll be able to acquire some armor. There is no treasure in this room to speak of aside from that, but you will see that there is one last thing, and that is King Grohl has a set of jeweled silver teeth that he wears atop his own rotting fangs that can be removed. He got grills.
So that's disgusting.
I love that one of you had to open his mouth and reach in for that.
I mean, he's kind of like this.
You know what? Sindri's doing it.
I'll lend you my hammer.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Just clean that.
All right. So as you're like bashing his mouth, Gundren,
I'm gonna go over there while you do this, and oh goodness.
Gundren is going to climb to his feet and is gonna go, well, after you're done with the dentistry, you mind if we start hitting that old dusty trail?
You don't want the rest?
I mean,
You know what?
it's not
That's
like we're gonna
probably a
find bandits on the way there, is it?
Ah, fuck, there's bandits everywhere. He'll slump back down to the ground against that wall of his.
You know what? I'm getting pretty happy with this fourth wall. Oh,
It does
Two-
keep the roof up. Mhm.
the dogs are barking.
And he's gonna slide his boots off.
What does
Yes,
that mean?
as oh, it's a figure of speech. It means your feet are sore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Piggy's out. Piggy's
Pig-
out.
Piggy's out. Alright.
Two of you almost died today, and one of you did. So perhaps it is best if we take a rest.
I vote that we take a nap right now and good night. And Lyric pulls out her like was it the bedroll or whatever, and she's
Yeah.
gonna like roll it out and just like basically flops face down onto it.
Hey, hey, y'all. Thanks for rescuing me.
Think nothing of it. You're paying us anyway.
You're welcome, Gundren.
I think I'm gonna, for once in my life, I'm gonna take Lyric's advice. Ugh. This bed smells like,
He looks over at the bed that's already in the room.
smells like bugbear.
Still face down, Lyric's just like arm out, thumbs up, and just like kicks off her own boots as she's doing it. Just like sleep.
Holy shit, when'd you get goat legs?
And I think we're gonna
What?
call a game there.
So good.
All right. So, folks,
Well,
that's where we're gonna
I
call
would just
tonight.
like to note that Ella will be chalking the doors so that they're hard to open, just in case we miss something.
Yes,
Okay.
We can all sleep at
absolutely.
once without having to put a watch. Like, she's gonna make sure everything's closed up and like hard to open,
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
just
Perfect.
before you screw us over before next game.
I would not do that.
Sure.
I should just take alarm because I can.
It's
There
great.
you go.
I just don't. I just don't.
You just don't. You just
Well,
don't. All
We
right.
also have like a pile of treasure on the front door. We're not going to forget our pile of shit by
Yes.
the front door.
Yeah,
Our pile of
Don't forget.
shit.
I will. So, folks, next week we are going to be jumping into Wave Echo Cave, which is chapter 4 and the final one of Lost Mine of Phandelver. A big thank you to everybody who came and rated us tonight, who came in and enjoyed the stream. And if you're watching this later, hey, consider giving us a sub or a follow, depending on what platform you're listening or watching on. Players, big thank you, big love. Good to have everybody here tonight. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week. We got a bunch of stuff happening this week. If you're on our Patreon, it is the beginning of year 4 of Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific. Wednesday night is episode 2 of Vampire the Masquerade, the Transylvania Chronicles. And Thursday night, that's right, it's a four in a row. Actually 5 in a row if you count, 6 in a row if you count Saturday. It is episode 2 of Changeling the Lost, The Lot of Liars. And I have it on good authority that I'm going to be doing some damage that episode. And of course, come back this weekend on Patreon for Radiant Citadel on Saturday, and then the return of Dreams of Arcos on Sunday. And I think we have Mage in the evening as well that night on Patreon. So I love you all so much. And a big thank you to our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales, where you can go right now and support the stream directly. It's the best way to do so. And it gives you access to exclusive content and sometimes 3 to 6 months before everyone else. There's also a podcast between me and Chris that's going up before the end of the month. A big thank you to our demonic producer, or pardon me, to my divine producer. Hi, Mom. That's you. Hi, Mom. Thank you. Our demonic producers, Precarious, as well as Schulten, who has returned. A big thank you to our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Kelowna Curd. And of course, how could I forget our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Mike Baxter, and Iridian. You're all amazing, and so are you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. Good night, everyone.